Strixhaven Arcana Academy. Thanks everybody for joining. We started a little late today because just some stuff was going on. All right, sometimes life just comes down from the heavens and the stars and the universe and takes its finger and shoves it right into your fate. Oh, what were you gonna suggest, Mia?
I thought you were gonna say something
right
very
into your
different.
Face, like a punch into the face. No, what is
With
this?
a single finger?
What is just one?
Yeah, just one.
No.
And then you
Yeah, I was gonna
add
say.
a second.
Yeah, maybe a little.
And then a little.
We're gonna get restricted. A fist. Anyways,
Hey, they don't know what that
You
means.
get there. You
Yeah.
get there eventually.
look, we're all here.
YouTube's old. They don't know the current lingo.
Yeah.
That's it, yeah.
Like us cool kids
isn't
do.
this a symbol for the cult of Tiamat in the dragon books?
It
Because one of the heads is hidden to show her hidden power or whatever. I'm pretty sure that's in one of the books.
2 dragon
Wow.
heads in the pink, 1 dragon head in the stink.
Wow.
And lo,
Wow.
one of those heads was hidden.
Ooh.
Oh god.
Damn. So, anyways,
All for our
sometimes
Dreadlord,
sometimes you
Dread
get
Lady.
Tiamatted right in your
No.
loins, and
And
anyways,
your
we're
game
all
late.
here, ready to go. All right, Emma's not here though, but that's okay.
She can't save the stream
Nope,
today.
everything's gonna explode, but
We're on our
it's
own.
fine. Craig is going hard today. Craig has set
Yeah,
up
she
everything
is.
and is doing amazing. So, I am.
Craig, you're doing
Hi.
great, sweetie.
Yep.
We appreciate
Craig, I love
you.
you. Craig went. "Ugh."
The old man moan
Yep,
from the
yep.
other room.
So, anyways, we're just gonna jump into today's game because, in case any of you are brand new and don't know what's going on here, welcome back to our game that is run in the Magic the Gathering setting, Strixhaven, which there is a pre-written for. But I'm sort of loosely following, but not really. There's some things I'm changing a lot, and we have a lot of new rules and stuff like that. But oh, before I wanted to get in, I had a thing I wanted to write about this, but did not get the time to. But can you?
Nice.
No,
I was gonna ask
you
Mia for
can't.
some information, but I wanted to take a second because of. Are you stealing my dice? What are you doing?
She also took your drink and your water.
Yeah,
and
she's just been slowly stealing stuff from you.
It's not even
Right,
slow.
right.
It's kind of just happening.
So, I don't know if this was today or yesterday, but there's somebody within the community who did pass away. So it's Sheldon Menery, who was credited for being a huge contributor in making popularizing the Commander format. Really cool guy.
Yeah.
Really, really cool. Commander is the reason I got into this game. All right, I fucking love Magic the Gathering. It's awesome, and we've connected through that format. And he passed away after a 7-year fight with cancer. And you know what? Rest in peace to him, because he made a wonderful game. And the only reason we're doing all this is because of him. So, hats off to you, my guy. Okay, anyways, let's get into the game.
yeah, I actually would have known that.
Yeah,
I was like, oh
Right,
shit, I
right.
don't know anything.
Yeah, but no,
I
it was
do.
that you just suddenly were, and I was like,
Oh.
oh no. But in any case, this game, this campaign, is all now in memoriam of Sheldon Menery. So, yeah, I hope him and his family are doing
Sorry,
I thought you were asking me if I was all right, and I was like, I'm good. Yeah, I'm great.
So, we had left off last game on kind of a big thing. It was the end of year 1, so this is Strixhaven University, magical college. You guys are learning spells in sort of set in the universe of Magic the Gathering, sort of weirdly bleeding into my world that we did for Evenfall a little bit, but mostly set in the universe of Magic the Gathering. And you guys are learning spells and getting into trouble and hijinks on this college campus. And the way we sort of run this game is sort of like a slice of life. It's not like a typical D&D game where we're following your every single hour, every step that you guys take, every long rest. Instead, sort of ambiguous points in time throughout the months where you guys are taking classes and doing stuff. And instead of fighting monsters, you guys are stressed out about passing your classes.
Finals.
And finals and whatnot. And on top of that, you guys are learning some crazy ass spells too. All right, Mal can do like 100 damage. and she's only level 4.
I didn't know that was gonna happen. my brother in Christ, you made the sandwich.
I'm not complaining.
No,
I
that's
love it. So, this is the beginning of year 2, and the entirety of year 1, you guys have been little babies on campus. There was a point where Gwen had an angry monologue at one point, which perfectly encapsulated year 1 for me. I was like, good. This is what I wanted. Which was that, like, everybody looks down on us and chastises us for being year 1 and we don't know anything, but then expects the world out of us. And it's like, yeah, this was my school experience as well. And so now you guys are year 2, and after the events of year 1, where you guys had stopped an Ordic plot from potentially bringing back the Blood Avatar that would take down the entirety of Strixhaven University, you guys were deemed a sort of like a blessing, a commendation from the Shattering Silverquill, one of the founding dragons of the school, these enigmatic beings who founded this place of learning, which has gone down in a lot of people talking about this. They know you guys as these, cut above the average. I don't know. Some people think you're heroes. Some people think you guys have, maybe stuck your nose in the wrong place and you've been commendated for something that you should be expelled for. But regardless, you guys have quite the reputation now on campus. And just before it's January, and it's the week before the first trimester of your year 2. You guys are on campus, and you guys find Mavinda Sharpbeak, individually probably. I don't think you guys do this all at the same time. But throughout this week, she counsels you guys in choosing your college. Because for the first year, you guys weren't dedicated to a college at all. You wore your black and white uniforms, and you lived on center campus in the dormitories. But now, you will not be living together in the same dormitory. You'll be living on the campus of your choice.
What? We're not living together anymore?
It's the worst thing. So it sucks.
Excuse you?
I know. I wish you could. But
Do I have to live with boys again?
huh? You know what? No. You can
Co-ed dorms.
Sorry,
co-ed dorms.
Can we get an apartment off campus?
In Bootsville?
Yeah.
Bootsville's
can.
like 3 hours away.
It
That's
is,
one hell of a
it is, yeah.
commute.
Yeah.
Second year, so you'd be
Yeah.
third. I don't know how I feel about this anymore, guys. I guess I'm joining quantum.
Wow. Wow, be with Callisto.
Shit, I guess it's the
Wow.
only time I'm
Whoa.
gonna see her anymore.
Whoa, what was that voice?
With Callisto.
Made it sound like it's
If you guys want to see each other, you're gonna have to wanna
Big
see each other.
plans?
Big plans?
Coordinate schedules? We're never seeing each other.
Hang out with each
Guys,
other.
we should play D&D on Friday.
Yeah.
So
Oh my
that we can
God.
see each
A
other.
D&D game about 6 friends
should
playing
play-
a D&D
We should-
game.
We should play workers in offices on
Yeah.
Friday nights.
That is me,
Humans
though,
in
my
households.
old
Human
story. If I don't see you regularly, goodbye.
But in any case, this is not a very glamorous ceremony that maybe most of you were looking forward to. It is not a big, moment where you make this decision. It's mostly Mafinda leading you around campus going, so what do you think? I have another client in about 30, I have another student in about 30 minutes, so you kind of need to choose.
You feel like
Yeah,
And
how'd that go?
throughout your adventures during year 1 and everything that you've learned, it all culminates into this moment where it's sort of like our thumbnail. It's like a cut version of each of you in the exact same scenario, alone, as you have to make this decision on center campus as Mavinda sort of awaits with like a clipboard, basically. And she looks down at you, Ronan, and she says,
Why am I first?
I know you were you were wanting you really looking toward Silverquill in when you were here 2 years ago. I don't know if anything has changed for you. You see, I see a lot of talent within you
Well, thank
for
you.
history, and but I know many of your friends are within Silverquill as well. So,
Yeah, which ones?
which ones? What do
Yeah,
you mean?
who's there?
Oh,
Has anyone else picked?
First year? For your first? No, you're first actually. None of your other.
Oh,
none of
you
your
mean-
other
you-
dorm
you mean-
roommates have decided.
Okay, you mean those, okay. Well, what do you think?
What do I think?
Yeah, where do you think where I should go?
A
Yeah.
lot of students ask me this, Ronan.
Yeah, what do you... Do you got a coin I could flip?
This isn't something you should flip a coin on, Ronan. This is your future. This is something that you should care about, and you should put a lot of thought and effort into. Have you not been thinking about
That's
this?
the kid who can look into the future.
Yeah, I spend a lot of time thinking about other people's future and not my own.
Interesting. So,
Is there therapy about that?
investigations. I know that you have a knack for history, and there's nothing more like it, or a place where you can learn about it than in Lorehold. I just know that with your talent and the way you express your magic, and your love for the written word, I just see with me though.
Yeah, she's great, isn't she?
I just know that you do well in Silverquill as well.
Can I have? Do you have any time on your schedule where I could come back,
Ronan,
maybe?
Ronan, there is no magical hat that I'm going to put on your head that's going to tell you where you fit. All right? This isn't going to define your personality. This is not going to set you apart from any other student here at Strixhaven. This is about what you want to learn.
All right. Again, I can change my mind.
Yes, you can change it.
All right, put me down for Lorehold, I think.
I think that's a good choice.
Good. Is it the right choice?
Only you will know. And she flies away.
Smart.
And she's an owlman.
She didn't even say bye.
Disappears when they're ready.
You're just
She's
another
already
name
late.
on a piece of
Yeah.
paper
I am.
to her, clearly.
You should have.
Do you know how many other students there are?
How many other first years? What, did not enough people, like,
You're like, "Right,
wash
this is
out
gonna
in
be
the
hard."
first
Apparently
year?
not.
No,
A couple of them died.
Not enough people get killed by all
Yeah.
the dangers on campus. Did the Auric was the Auric attack like full Auric casualties?
Yeah, they all died.
Strixhaven was like a couple wounded.
Yeah. No,
got a lot of
honestly, yeah.
transfers.
Most of the Auric got
Man, they got freaking
wrecked.
got.
They got wrecked.
They got transfers from Pootsville Community College.
Mallory,
P-
same thing.
PCC.
Lavinda is like, so, I know that I've laid out all these options for you, Mallory, but I think this is pretty unanimous and obvious. I don't want to assume.
I
but
think Mavinda has basically just met up with Mal on center campus.
Yeah.
Like, all right, I'll show her around. And when she shows up, Mallory's hair. Mallory's hair is. She's got the pink hair, but now it's going down into like a blue ombre. She's got like blue and red eyeshadow on, with like blue, like red lipstick with like a blue stripe down the middle, and she's wearing a Prismari T-shirt with like mom jeans and her Vans. And she's like, "Morning, Miss Sharpie."
Yeah, and she's like, oh well, She looks down.
I
She
just
says,
figured we could save a little time. I know you're super busy.
"Thank you, Mal. You always are so intuitive. You know, I think you're going to do very great at Prismari.
Thank you.
I think you'll fit in very well there. There's a lot of other students that have the same amount of vigor as you,
That
but I
look
know
just
you will.
like you.
that
You're
you
not
will rise
special.
above them. Probably. You will. You will.
Thank you, Miss Sharpie.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
That is okay.
Put in any doubt.
Oh,
You
I
fit-
take it all in stride.
You fit the mean
Don't you
girl
worry.
aesthetic.
No, you go. I'm
You
sure
should
you're
get situated
super
with your
busy.
dorms. She flies away.
Oh yes, I.
She's gonna go take a coffee break.
Yeah, she gets a minute. She's like,
Yeah.
oh, thank the sun.
She sees Ronan
Actually,
running after her
Mallory's-
like, I changed my mind.
Mallory's probably like, hey, why don't we go to the fire, Joel, and just like ignore this. So she just hangs out with Belinda
Yeah.
for her time
She
slot.
kind of regales you about all these other students. She's like, Kethen would not. He has no idea what he wants.
Oh, bless his
I,
heart. He's so sweet, so misunderstood.
right, yeah. Honestly, Ronan had a tough time too, but I think he's really
Oh,
found
that
his own
doesn't
really
surprise me.
good.
What
But
did he
Kethen-
end up picking?
Ronan's, surprisingly, going for Lorehold. I didn't think he had the courage to decide to take it, but honestly, I really.
Hey,
He's
Ronan
like
is-
washing dishes.
Ronan's very courageous.
No doubt he is. I just, they tear him
Honestly,
up. They were going to tear him apart.
I thought he was going to pick Silvercloak, but
Camera shot to this. Camera shot to this. Camera shot to Quintilis going,
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Have fun with your books, nerd.
fucking coward!
and then Mal's probably like, Quintilius is here. Miss Sharpie, I need to go. I'm gonna go set up my dorm.
Hey Mel, hey Mel, hey Mel!
Oh, sorry, I gotta go. Bye.
yeah, that's totally. Within the same situation, I think it's been like an hour, and Mavinda has like tried to make a read on you, Callisto, and she is a little. She's almost stressed. She's like, we have to do this today. We have to pick one. And I feel like Callisto's been pretty like like just like just listening to everything, and she's like not getting anything back, and she's like, she gets to a point where she's like, so do you know which college you want to? You have to pick one.
Getting a very
You have to pick one.
Wooberg vibe.
You can switch. You can always switch. There have been students who have switched in the past. And they've made a lot. They've done great things. Hoffrey Ghost Forge. Have I told you about Hoffrey Ghost Forge? Originally, really thought he was going to just enjoy that art history within Prismari, and then, well, he had a knack talent for spirits. Didn't know why he wasn't getting that within Prismari with those ice sculptures. Sorry, Lorehold was really the pick for him, though.
I had kind of settled on Prismari, sorry, Quandrix.
Whoa.
Since like the beginning, so you didn't have to. I mean, actually it's really useful to know all of this, but
That's wonderful. You know,
Wasn't
there
that-
hasn't been a lot of Quandrix students within year one. They just, you know, it just happens. You know, sometimes they just have a knack for the arts. And that's what we do here at Strixhaven. But, you know, somebody's got to do the dirty work in Witherbloom and Quandrix. and can I just say that I think that it's very respectful and respectable that you're going to go into this college. And I think you'll do great.
I can take other classes in other colleges, right?
Yes, of course you can. Yes, of course. You should get to learn, you know, your fellow colleagues on the campus, and you should take classes within Quandrix. But please, you know, do as much as you can. Great.
She's more shocked about like her dirty work. She's like, it's plants, guys. That's not what to expect.
Bodies.
That's very good. She kind of looks down. She has this like post-it note almost on her thing, and she like looks at it and she puts it down. And she says, "Well, let your father know that that everything's fine now." And she looks down at it again. She says, "Okay," and then she flies away. Uncle, father. You know what? She says that not knowing.
Sure.
She stops and you correct her, and she turns around. She says, "Uncle."
Oh no.
She's a little confused, and she says, "We've communicated." And she flies.
We've communicated.
And she sort of lands, skirting. Gwen, you've been here for like 20 minutes, and she's not here yet. And she lands on the ground, and she says, "I'm so sorry, Gwendolyn." Gwen or Gwendolyn?
Gwen is
Gwen.
fine.
Right, Gwen. It's you.
Gwen quickly grabs something off of the table that's been sitting there that she's been staring at, and it's the little vial of potion that she got from
Fame.
and she kind of clutches it under the table.
And you have you drinking this potion?
No.
She looks down at you. She says, "I'm so sorry I was late. There's been a lot of indecisiveness on my part as well. But Gwen, would you like another tour around campus? Do you think you know which college you want to join, or do you need some time deciding?"
She just sort of like grips that little vial.
Yeah, you're holding it, and it's you feel it in your hand, and there's just this uneasy sense about you, about this sort of like deciding your future and everything that you've ever done in your past as well has been so permanent with your auntie. Every decision that you've made, she was very clear to regale you with all of the potential other outcomes and consequences. She always called it like a butterfly effect, but she did call it the effect of a butterfly. And she said, "You are a little butterfly, and one flap of your wings changes everything in the future. Every step you make is important. Everything that you do." And in this moment, you feel her words just straining you as you try to decide one of the biggest decisions you probably ever made. And Mavinda looks down at you and she says, "It's okay if there's one you're not particularly
Low hold.
You've got it. Understood. If you want to change that, Gwen, you can always come to me and we can work something out."
I think I'll be okay.
Okay. Great. She writes something down. She says, "Have a nice day." She flies away. Oh, go get situated on your campus.
Where
new
do
doors.
I? Oh, I know where those are at.
Of course, Gwen does. And
what happens, I feel like, is you walk into your old dorm and it just transports you to the new dorm. You're like, oh.
Dawn, Mavinda, you're like the first of like one of these days that she finds you, and you're up and you're ready, and you are good to go. And she sort of lands. She says, "Well, we're getting the easy ones out of the way today. You are no much more different than Mallory, your friend Mallory, who showed up to this in her Prismar's t-shirt." So she looks you up and down. And she says, "Dawn, should I take you down to Silverclaw?"
I choose Prismari. No.
She laughs. She audibly like kind of squawks and laughs. She says, "Are you joking? You can take classes in Prismar if you'd like to. In fact, here's what I'm here to do the opposite." And she sort of holds down her thing. And Mavinda's pretty tall. She sort of leans down a little bit at your height, and she just says, "You, and like Mallory, you two are very headset into one of our very incredible, prestigious colleges here at Strixhaven, and I want to. All I want to do is encourage you to branch outside of your box."
Oh, I already plan on taking plenty of Lorehold as well.
Oh, that's great. She like puts her talon on you, and she's just like, "I think you're going to do amazing." Also, and she kind of leans in and she says, "Keep it up with the dueling club. I don't think many of the deans know about it yet." And then she flies away.
She flies. I'm like,
And she's like,
Right.
"Get situated in your new dorms. I keep forgetting that." And she flies.
She sees everything.
all right.
It's the end of that day. She doesn't even fly. She walks over towards you. It's like sunset, and she finds you, Stella.
Yeah.
And she says, Stella.
Melinda?
Mavinda, very close.
Oh.
So I had a meeting with Vale the other day, and we had to come to an understanding because there was a little bit of an issue getting you into our system with here too. It wasn't a big deal. I had to
I totally
figure some things out,
passed.
make some. You definitely passed. You did nothing wrong except pay your tuition. So we have realized that there isn't some sort of tuition set up with your enrollment.
Right.
And I worked it out with Vale.
Yeah.
And Vale told me that you had a plan.
Vale told you that I had a plan
Look,
to pay for.
I'm
for
in
something?
between. I'm in between.
Yeah.
The school and
Of
our
course,
systems
right.
and the gold that needs to go in, and you.
And me.
Yes. So you are. You're aged.
Are you calling me old?
Look, once you start getting old and you start getting cold, it just it becomes normality.
She goes, when I look like this though, I don't get called.
You're not the only vampire on campus, sweetie.
No, but I don't look like this.
I trim my feathers.
Yeah, there's a lot of gray right there.
I was once
A
a very lustering brown.
I have no doubt you were once many things.
Yes.
Christ.
I know.
Just tell me I have to pay for shit, guys.
No, we all do.
The rest of us?
I don't got money for this.
Well, that's all right. We've had this. We have some plans here that you can take on here at Strixhaven. But my personal advice, being a student advisor, you should maybe find a job on campus.
I did a job on campus.
What did you do?
I was a student ambassador.
Right. Yes. I think you should maybe find another job on campus.
I worked 2 jobs.
Yeah.
Worked 3 jobs?
Not 3. That's a bit much.
I just worked 2 jobs.
Maybe. Or involve yourself in perhaps there's I have a little bit of insider knowledge, and I want to help you, Stella.
You want to? Okay.
There's a big. I'm here to help you.
Problem solving. I see. Understood.
There is.
She captured me.
Who captured?
She kidnapped me and put me here.
Who?
Val.
Vale did?
Yes, it's all her fault. If there's money to be had, it's from her.
I think you should take this up with Vale.
I think so too. But in case she can't pay for it.
I don't want to get involved in this, but
In case she can't pay for it.
Right. There's a tournament happening this year.
Yeah. Okay.
there's a possibility that getting involved in this tournament could
Yeah.
pay some of your tuition.
Possibly. Like, what do you mean? Like, if I just.
I know you had a bit of time you spent playing Silk Ball.
Right.
It's
right.
not much different.
Okay.
You'd have to work with a team.
Yeah.
All right.
I think you'd build some good skills.
Okay. Yeah.
And
I'm a people
you'd get some of
pleaser.
your tuition paid, which I think would
Like,
not
just
be a bad thing.
just by like joining a team to compete, I get my
I don't know
tuition
all the
paid.
details just yet,
Okay.
but
You got a flyer?
no. And if I give you one, I'll get in trouble. So
Understood.
I'm just giving you some options.
Understood.
Please do not kill Vale.
Oh, I would never.
Hello.
Netherese orb?
Actually, he's got. I got one too. Right.
I would never. I could never.
Okay, then we will move forward. Do you have a college that you have dedicated yourself to?
College that I dedicate to myself that might just put me more into debt that I didn't realize I was already in debt to? Lorehold. It lets me jump off of cliffs.
That's 3.
That's it.
Yeah.
You
guys.
can jump off of.
We could be roommates
Well,
again.
she thinks for a moment. She says, "I suppose there is a lack of cliff jumping in our other colleges."
Yeah. Witherbloom was a close second because he can go out and play with the bodies in the swamp. But,
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
She's just
Well,
out
there
there, like,
aren't very many Witherbloom
doing little
students that have
puppet
joined
shows?
up from your class.
no, I can imagine not. They're probably in the swamp.
What?
Nothing. Lorehold it is, right
Good
down.
lord.
Will do.
Lorehold.
Dude,
Yeah.
what? I have only one question to ask
Okay,
you, Stella.
yeah.
I'm just very curious. This is a. You
What-
should put your clipboard
what-
down. This is from Mavinda to Stella. This has nothing
Oh,
to
of course,
do with
of course.
the
Which
rest
one
of
did
the school.
Callisto choose? Did
Callisto?
she also doing Lorehold?
No. No, she chose Quandary.
Okay, but who's gonna room with her then?
Other Quantrix students.
They're weird.
Well,
They
I
like
suppose.
speak in formulas and shit. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Well, then, I
Okay,
can
but
give you
who's
the
gonna
option:
bring her
cliff
plants?
jumping or Callisto. But I'm going to be honest with you, Stella.
Yeah.
I don't think you have the mind for Quandary.
Oh,
Oh, don't take it the wrong way.
She made me
Nah,
cry. No,
no.
she's gonna
All
make you
students
cry.
have their flaws and
Right,
their
right,
strengths.
yeah,
And I think yours is cliff diving, and Quandrix
It can be a flaw and a strength.
isn't a part of theatrics, and
yeah.
there's not a lot of excitement. I mean,
Yeah, no.
what do you think about making creatures very big?
They can't. Why would you make them big? Why would you make them bigger than they are?
You know, my
Yeah.
prediction was Prismari.
You thought she just
You're just
to
very
herself.
active. You're just very active.
I'm
You know, goths need to be in.
Whoa.
I mean, you couldn't. room
It's
with
But
true.
I did not
Mind you-
account cliff jumping. I didn't even know they were offering that.
No,
These
cliff.
are all the
Cliff. It's not technically cliff diving.
One.
It's a whole thing.
I see.
Very enjoyable.
Yes,
You get to
yes.
play with relics. I actually don't know if you're supposed to play with relics, but I do.
There's
Yeah.
some fourth years who have
Yeah.
She's going to
stolen relics.
Yeah. I don't steal them. I just touch them sometimes, and then put
I
them
think
back.
you should definitely go into Laurel. All right. Well, now that we're all decided, you are my last one. See you soon.
Yeah. Sleep well, Melinda.
You can find your. You should associate yourself with your dorm. You should go find your dorm. Just not at Center Campus anymore.
Sure.
Laurel campus.
Of course. Definitely Lorehold campus.
Right. All right. And she
Goodbye.
flies away.
She goes to
and,
find Vale.
um,
she knocks on that door a lot,
You make
and
your
that's
way
fine.
Silver Quill up the steps, through a hallway, over to the door. The door is open, and you're just standing. You're just knocking on the door, and she turns, and she doesn't even look. She just says, "Yes, Stella.
She can't come in.
I owe money.
You have to pay your tuition."
You didn't tell me there was tuition.
Well, I.
You were
didn't
like,
think-
hey, I want to get out of this cell. You want to learn some information.
Mhm.
You want to go? That was it. There was no discussion of
You wouldn't have came if I told you about tuition.
No, of course I wouldn't have.
Mhm.
I'm
Are
in
you going
debt
to
to
leave?
these people now.
Oh, oops. She kind of turns upwards and she sort of looks offwards, and she says, "There's tuition. I'm not paying it. You should
She
find
goes,
some way
fine,
to pay
I'll
it."
take this with me.
Okay.
Okay. I know why you want it. That's fine. She storms away.
she walks out the out the door again, and you feel yourself sort of like surge forward. You look down. There's tendrils of ink around your arms, and she says, "Stella, I'm not in the mood."
Not
And
really.
you feel your and she drops you for a moment, and she says, "I hope you learned valuable information with your orb, and I hope the loss of my brother was worth it." And she walks back into the classroom.
For what it's worth, I did not self-feign out.
I gave you a choice.
I am one of 6 people. There were 7 of us there. I said my piece for him.
You should leave before I get angry.
We'll talk about this later.
I'll be back.
I'll be back. Shit. Oh, that's fair.
Oh.
I was calling.
Hey, I guess.
I got the mysterious music. Sorry.
She does turn back,
Yeah.
and she goes, I do have something for him if you want it.
What?
He wanted something from the vault.
I see. Roll persuasion.
Did our proficiency go up yet?
I don't think so.
No.
No, it goes up next level.
Okay.
You got an A aside, huh? If you didn't take P.
15.
Is she?
She says, "If I take this, it would be it would be a what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not looking for the word illegal.
Bribes?
Violation.
It's yes. If I do this, this is a violation. I would like to hold up his end of the deal." And she sort of holds herself up and she says, "But he's not here anymore.
Right.
And I want something else. I want to know what you learned about that thing."
I'm willing to wipe the slate of fame.
You can do this by extension. Whatever heals your conscience.
She looks at her, she goes, I have murdered so many people in the name of God and country. Do you think I have a conscience about this? I was just saying that I didn't screw your brother over. If he wants it, I have it. That's all.
I understand.
I'll try not to take it too personally that I have tuition. Go find a solution for that.
It's a few days later,
Mhm.
and it's the first day of year 2, and
Yes!
it's here. It's time. You guys are in your new colleges, and I haven't changed the lighting. It's still purple out here.
Keep it purple.
Boop.
I like purple.
No.
Purple.
Not
We're
anymore.
voting for purple. As a table, let's all vote for
Nope.
I
will
never,
not be
as I
overruled.
recall,
I vote
never
for
mentioned
pink.
before.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure I wasn't the only one that was like,
Pink.
I think it may have been mentioned. 'Cause
What?
I knew that.
what?
No recollection.
yeah, they're
You
also
knew that?
nerds. So
What was?
That
That Vale
Vale
and Vane were siblings.
Yes, there's
Oh.
that was very underhandedly sort of thrown in there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I do not think that was something I was like, this is a thing. So for some of you that may have been a reveal. For some of you maybe it wasn't. But it is the beginning of year 2. You guys are here on campus, back on campus again. It is still winter time, though it isn't very snowy today. It's just kind of cold and breezy. There's some clouds overhead. You guys find each other as the 2 suns, a light center campus with the majority of the student body as everybody heads back to class, and you see your various fellow students moving around. And what are you guys doing right now? What is happening over there? Is this can't do this in the mall again. Okay? You
Oh
can't.
no,
you can't.
he's hot.
Stop. I'm getting fucking character art. and-
Yeah, I'll show you guys a break.
not you
But you
guys.
guys are now on center campus. At some point, you guys do find all of each other again.
Okay.
Ronan, you see Mallory. Mallory, you see Ronan.
Hi, Mal.
Funny
and then
meeting you here.
Gwen, you show up as well, and you guys do that, that classic student thing where you all stand in a circle.
Yeah.
And you guys just all kind of find each other, and it's the beginning of year 2. And what are you guys doing? You guys have your new robes on. You can all see that the various different colleges you guys are now joining in. Mallory, what do your new robes look like? Do they look similar to your year 1 ones, and they're just kind of just red and blue now, or
I
what?
think Gabe had, or not Gabe, the other one, Drew.
Yeah.
The other
I
one.
think Drew had cool art in his concept
So
that I did. That
I'm
I
hitting
can't.
up Drew after tonight because I didn't know what your guys' ideas were yet. But after Drew did agree to update the art when you guys do pick your colleges, and we'll
Sick.
so we'll get updated art pretty
Got some-
soon. But
Some cool. Come back to me. I'm gonna see if I can.
sounds
find what
good.
he
Sounds
sent
good.
me originally.
Dawn, do you look any different?
I feel like it looks very similar to what she wore, but it's like the contrast has been bumped up.
Oh
so
yeah,
it's like
yeah. No more grays. It's now
it's-
just blacks and whites.
yes.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. Ronan?
I think Ronan
With some light
wears.
blues.
He's still. I think he's found a new leather jacket
Yeah.
because his other
Yeah.
one got burnt.
Mhm.
I think he's swapped the green out for red in his hair. I don't think Ronan looks any different.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great. Callisto?
It's actually, it was like, Jack mentioned, the art, and I was like, that's right. She would have worn one of the other concept art pieces. So
I
far.
need to drop the concept art in the Discord because there were secrets
all
on
of
them.
it.
I can't drop all of it, but there is some that I can. And Drew did amazing concept art,
Yeah.
and the reason I didn't drop all of it at the beginning was because Ronan's arm is in it, and I
Yeah.
didn't want to reveal that until later. But now I can. So remind me on break. I will go put that in the Discord because the fucking concept art because he did the art. But he also, before that, he has like 2 or 3 sheets of like nearly full body.
Yeah.
Like 3 different outfits, 4 or 5 different heads, hairstyles, your arm, and it looks so good, and I want to share it because, oh my god, it's amazing. Drew's
I think
incredible.
there's a few of his skateboard.
Yeah. So I want to throw that in there because it's so neat. It's so neat. So anyways, sorry.
Her probably clothes are a bit more like actual dresses and like and like tights type of thing with
Yeah.
the fluffy skirt underneath it.
Cool.
And she's looking at the red and just going like, it's more than anticipated.
Gwen. Jordan straight up drew Gwen's
Yeah.
year 2
Yeah, it
design.
looks awesome.
And it looks
I'll
amazing.
throw it in there in the Discord here in just a little bit. But she's like 80s Sailor Moon. She's rocking
Sailor Gwen.
Sailor Gwen. She's sort of a side ponytail. She's got a big, broad-shouldered blazer, and it is in sort of a dark black gray with plaid, cream, and sort of like a maroon plaid. Her Sailor Moon outfit is sort of cream and that dark red, and that's right. Tobin is now a cat bird.
Yeah.
He is a bird body with a cat tail and a cat head.
That's
Is that your
but not
your Artemis?
not a tressum. No, it doesn't have wings. It's just it's a cat bird, right? Does it have wings?
It does have wings.
So it's like almost a tressum.
Well, but it doesn't have a cat body.
But it's bird body.
It has bird
It's
legs.
like a
too.
tressum. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very funny.
It's
It's
very-
very,
Yeah,
very
yeah,
awesome.
So, so everybody in chat, this is a good opportunity to go join our Discord. Link in the description. Go join our Discord. It's wonderful. It's amazing. The people there are super cool. It's like I don't even go in my Discord. My XP level 3-1, I haven't touched that bitch in years. Arcana Arcade, I'm in there all the time. Not as much as these guys, but I'm in there all the time. It's fun. Y'all are the great. Get one of Marion's bingo cards and play along for the stream. Oh, they're doing. We have new stickers.
They said that they
and fun shit
already
there.
got one thing on the bingo. It's just
That's fun. That's fun. So go join our Discord where we post art because I forget to put it on the overlay. So in any case, and then Stella, are you also in the Lorehold garb?
So she has like she has a black white get up usually.
Yeah.
With some gold on it, and like right underneath the gold is a very, very thin strip of red.
Thinnest.
The thinnest strip of red that
Yeah.
she can get away with.
It's enough to be like, yeah, all right.
Yeah. I'm like, I am. Leave me alone.
Yeah, they made me have at least some red.
It's terrible. Why would they do that?
I don't know.
have a
I
fit-
liked the green. It looked good.
It did.
Yeah.
It did. I don't think it's confusing at all. I would
Mal
never
helped
think
me
you
though.
were with
And
So I think the mistake you're making is thinking that red has to be bright red. I mean, look at this. It's a maroon. It's a nice dark blood red.
Oh, blood. Are you offering something, Gwen? No.
No.
Valid.
You're so mean about that.
Just you wait. One day.
It's like when Asterion tries to drink Gale's blood. He's like, oh, Gale!
taste.
Teach you.
Icky.
Yeah.
So,
like soap.
Drew in the art came up with this cool idea for Mal's uniform that has like a leotard and tights as its base because she's a dancer, of course.
Yeah.
And so there's like little bits layered on there, and that's kind of evident in the first year uniform. So I think it's like what she's wearing is sort of like her first year uniform, but it's just like red and blue now, and it's
Yeah.
got like little or red, blue, and white, and it's got like these little like frillies on it
Oh, I
that come
love
off
that.
come off the sleeves, and like it's like a little bit of a cape in the back.
So
And
cool.
it just kind of looks like she's got like a little skirt on that she's just kind of like put on like over her like around her waist, over her tights and leotard. And there's like a mantle that's like over these overlapping like leaf-looking things of like blue and red with
Yeah.
like some like silver and white like filigree.
Very cool.
Pink citrine.
Yeah.
Engaged.
Javanesh flies over, and he's just like, "What's up, guys?" And he's got like his talon like appendage has like a big old like cast over it as he kind of lands on one. He's like, "Oh!" And he gets over towards you guys, and he just says, "Nice, repping the uniforms, looking swaggy, my guys. Hey, I like the stripe of red, Stella. I gotta say, it's very subtle. I think but I think it's good. I think it really sells the point.
Yeah.
Mallory, as lustrous as ever.
Oh, you're too sweet, Jav.
I gotta be honest, Don. You were Silver Quill from day one. Just want to say.
Why does
just
everyone
wanna
say that?
Looking
Why
good.
does everyone say that?
He goes over towards you, Ronan, and you guys have a secret handshake. And you're just like, "What's up, my guy? How you doing?" Hey, so
Is that worthy of a heart?
Yeah. Do I get another heart with him?
how many hearts do you have with him?
I think I have 2.
That's enough for secret handshake.
Dang.
So he heads over towards you, and he says, and he's just like, "So I got everything all set up and stuff. So I was gonna get my pitch now. I think. You think
Yeah.
it's a good time
go-
right now?
Yeah, I think
You know,
so. We're
before
all
we all
here.
split up.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, cool.
Pitch.
Hey fellows, I have a bit of a proposition for you
And
guys.
lady.
Yeah, of course, and ladies, beautiful ladies.
Fellow and ladies.
So there's a,
Maybe
I
just
don't know
call
if you
us
guys
all
have
ladies,
heard.
I guess.
There's a big thing happening this year, and I kind of get to be someone who spreads the word a bit, but I wanted to get on it as
Don't
fast
tell me
as
there's
possible.
another blood avatar.
No, quite the opposite, actually, Don.
Is it the Lorehold Clue Off?
Oh, I never even heard of that before.
Oh.
Even though I'm in
in
Lorehold. Clue off? Wow. What? So like investigating and stuff? Is that like what
Yeah,
you
it's
do?
like a day-long puzzle spree.
I gotta get my Javanesh picture. It's just not right.
Not the same
All right,
without that
I
book,
need
without
it.
that
He needs
boy.
to put on a mask.
No,
Is this an
God, the
official
bird
Lorehold thing, or is this
No,
something
it's-
you're
it's
doing?
Jack the Feather
No.
himself.
Don's asking this to Gwen.
Well, we'll see what happens.
That
It
boy
could
right
be.
now.
Okay.
That sounds very
Where's my
interesting.
boy?
No.
Could be official.
Oh.
My lad.
Where's my lad?
Especially if, if
boy,
people
my
were to find
son.
out about it and then they were to like demand it because they would
There it
say,
is.
"Oh, that
Oh,
sounds really cool."
yeah,
We
there
should
you
all
go.
Well, that's why he says he doesn't
do
recognize it. He's in Moorhole. He's like, I never heard of that before. And he says, okay, so there's going to be a big announcement later today, but I really wanted to swoop in on this because I think you guys
Nice pun.
are kind of the, to be honest, kind of hot ticket here on Strixhaven, okay? Everybody thinks you're pretty cool. There's some people don't, but me personally, I think you guys are awesome.
Thanks, Jeff.
Really, honestly, you guys are heroes, okay? Being blessed by one of the, commendation from one of the founder dragons is kind of a big deal. So hold up, guys. There's a big tournament happening this year. And he kind of waits.
Yeah.
And he's like, the big tournament. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Totally.
Okay. Ronan, hit him with it.
He really wants us to be a Mage Tower team.
No, Ronan.
What's Mage Tower?
The battle. It's called the Battle of Strixhaven. You guys never heard of the Battle of Strixhaven?
I'm in. I'm in.
Sorry,
I love your enthusiasm, Stella.
Yeah, let's go. I think we should
Yeah.
all join and we should all do
Just
it.
right away.
Wow,
without
that was
thinking about it?
so
I-
easy.
No, I think
I think
really
it is
important.
probably a good time to mention that I do not know what Mage Tower is.
From your very diluted response, I can tell. So, the Battle of Strixhaven is a big event that they haven't organized here in over like a decade. Okay.
Wow.
So so normally Mage Tower sport. It's a great magical sport founded here at Strixhaven that we normally play across Arcavios, but this year, because we're doing the Battle of Strixhaven, it's all here, all on campus. 32 teams, one winner, and you get your tuition paid if you're the big winner for 2 years. They'll half of it, not the whole thing, just half of it.
Like, does signing up give you any tuition money?
If you sign up, you do get accommodation on your
Discount.
you do get a permanent accommodation on your student record.
Okay.
Yeah,
If you place in the top 15, half of this year of your tuition is paid off.
Okay.
And then if we're in the top 5, you get your whole year paid off. And then if we get number 1, we get the slot.
Keep that slot, boys.
We get the slot, boys.
You keep saying we. Are you
I
going to
know.
be like our manager or something?
I'm getting there. Don't jump
Oh,
ahead of me
okay.
here, Mallory.
Sorry,
I know
sorry.
you're wicked smart, and I know that you are one step ahead of all time.
Careful, flattery will get you absolutely everywhere. But
Especially with you.
So,
what the fuck, Doc?
She's really channeling the Silver Quill as soon as she joined.
This is just Gwen disappearing into the bush like Homer.
Go back here. We need you.
okay,
I
if
was
we
more
win,
you
you
are
get
the
your
one
whole
doing the
2
flattery.
years.
Fair
2 years of tuition paid off. That's like 1,600 gold each of you for worth of prize winnings there.
So good.
And we get the golden mascot, which is not only a big deal in reputation alone, but we get our name carved, and
Okay.
it's a powerful item that we get to keep. So anyways,
Javanish,
I can't.
I am not what most people would consider an athlete. And there was one time where one of our friends exploded.
It's not
So-
too terribly dangerous.
Yeah, no. So the thing is that like I've already taken that into account, and I kind of know like what your guys' MO is, and I think that we have a good team. And I'll explain that in just a sec. But first of all, I just want to get out of the way here that I would love to play, but I can't because I broke my leg while fighting the Auric.
He kicked him so hard.
I kicked him so hard. I don't know if he's dead or alive. I don't know if I've committed sin, but you know what? I'm not gonna
Whoa.
keep that on my mind.
They don't.
I've committed
They
A
don't
couple of
have.
pumpkin spice lattes make that go right down the drain.
They don't have
Spiked.
magical healing here.
Oh yeah, they totally do.
It's a battle scar. So you know, reputation. I'm assuming.
I'm still in recovery. It's kind of a big injury. It doesn't heal up as easy because well, maybe some people have to pay for it. It's a little difficult, Gwen. But anyways, you know, not to throw any shade or anything, okay? Look, all I want to say is I just don't have the physical capability to play this year. So I was thinking I could help you guys. I've played Mage Tower before. I've organized a lot of Silk Ball. I think I could coach you guys and manage us and bring us to the top. Just so long as I can be a part of the team. And Ronan's already in. I did coordinate with Ronan beforehand.
Yeah, we talked earlier.
And you didn't tell us?
We talked, and then we showed up here to talk further.
I see.
Okay, so
So all I literally know about
strategic about
Mage
this.
Tower
Yes.
is that it's a sport.
yeah, so let's get into it basically. So Strixhaven Stadium, big open green field. You've got 2 towers, all right, one on each side, about 200-300 feet apart. Jacob can't remember the exact distance. Javanish would know. You've got each team provides a mascot. A fractal, a spirit, an elemental, an inkling, or a
Tobin.
Say it.
Tobin.
Not Tobin. Tobin's a familiar, doesn't count, won't
pest.
be accepted. Thank you, Mallory. A pest.
Oh, okay.
You know, the little creeps from Witherbloom that
Yeah.
always like eat your clothes.
Still a
They're
pulse.
very
I,
sweet.
I
Look
personally
at-
don't know all of them.
You have one?
That's one right there. He
I-
doesn't have a tag, so maybe don't flaunt that around. He's got to be marked. They have to be marked. Some of them are trained.
Okay.
But if he can get marked and trained, we'll take him in. But he
Pick that up.
like and like crawls down your arm.
Okay,
that one was a little wiry.
He he chose me, and I tried to give him to you, and he kept choosing me, and I didn't think you wanted a
He
pet.
imprinted on
Yeah,
His
I.
mother
you?
now.
So cute.
And it's really not.
Gross
I'm,
way.
I'm surprised you're not
Yeah.
in Witherloom after
You,
that.
you are his mother now.
My
Congratulations.
My auntie
Motherhood looks
got
good on
a
you.
cauldron full of those. They're very valuable.
How'd she get a cauldron full of pests?
It was when I was picked up to come here. Vale had brought a cauldron of them.
They're like your auntie and Vale are friends?
I think so.
Oh.
They certainly
Have met.
talked like mutual acquaintances.
Well, that's nice.
So
There's
she
now a pest
showed up
infestation in the drawing.
with a cauldron full of pests,
They're perfect though.
and then you left with Vale.
Yeah, for real. That's
Yes,
It's
it was like
non-grist
I think
food.
a gift between friends,
Oh, that's
And not
between
an
two
exchange.
elder lady friends.
Galpons?
Perhaps.
All right, gang, let's
Mother?
focus up. I gotta explain the rules of Mage Tower. So basically, 2 towers. Each team provides a mascot that goes on the other side, and you have to take one mascot. You have to take. I'm pretty sure it's your mascot. You need to take from one tower and put it on the other tower. That's it. There's
Simple.
3 rounds. Each
Yeah.
round's 20 minutes, and whoever's
Jeff.
got most points.
Javanish,
Wins.
I think the
Yes,
words
win.
"that's it" is doing a lot of heavy lifting.
Yeah, I'm trying to simplify it so it's not too complicated because there is a lot that goes into this sport, but it's mostly physical, your aptitude, and you're willing to work together. So first of all, spells, use them. There's no out of bounds.
Okay.
There's only a few stipulations. You don't need to be athletic. You don't need to be fast. I've seen people play Mage Tower who simply teleport and fly around the battlefield. There are some people who stay on one side and use telekinesis. There are others who blast the mascot with fire, and so long as your mascot doesn't die, then I suppose it works. But here's the thing: there's only a few stipulations with some new rules that they've been implementing here at Strixhaven this past year that I need to be very certain about being representative from some of the professors. We're going to be playing pretty safe Mage Tower. Well, there's going to be no room for any kind of injury or damage. So in the past, some people have agonized or scorchered, right through the middle of that green field, and some Mage Tower, players, some frontliners got some 3rd-degree burns on their legs.
Right. Dust.
You disqualified this year if that happens. Yeah.
You kill somebody, you just don't
There
keep
goes like
playing.
most of that, right?
This is also the first time in Mage Tower history that we've got
better start
not
still.
1 but 3 referees that will be calling fouls if anything wrong happens.
Who are they?
No intentionally damaging yourself. I don't know them personally, Stella, and please do not exploit them. We will be disqualified. we have to play clean, guys.
No, of course.
alright?
I was more like, if it was Vale, there might be an issue.
No,
there,
it's no
'cause she
professors.
hates us.
No professors.
Okay.
I'm hoping one day I can be one, but we'll see. But anyways,
That's
For the 4th years then? probably?
well, any year is maybe some 4th years. I'm not sure, but any year is allowed to form a team and play, just as long as your team is formed. So that's it. Those are the rules of Mage Tower. Scoring points, bringing a little guy onto a little pole. Just don't get hurt and don't hurt anybody else. That's it.
Seems easy enough.
I figured we'd be on the same page here, considering we've got the author of the incredible, influential article that was written last year.
Yeah.
Hats off to you. Hats off to you, Gwen.
I don't think that article has anything to do with sports. But
Safety?
Well, in any case, it did have an effect.
And potentially.
I don't like having a broken leg.
And potentially
I respect that,
your
to be
tuition's
honest.
paid for.
Yeah. So think up about it.
That'd be great.
We're gonna have to meet. There's 4 games. Game 1. Let me get my little schedule here. So it's currently January. Game 1 is in March. I'll be letting you guys know who we're going up against, and then if we win that, we continue with the bracket. If we lose, we're done. So we gotta win.
Right.
Okay. We only know winners here.
Of course.
Yeah.
We
that's
die.
right. That's
We
right.
don't.
Yes.
Then we go to spring break,
over.
and then we got trimester 2 with May and June, and then end of Soul. That's game 2. And then we get summer break, but not summer break for long. We spend all of July practicing
Of course.
because August is game 3. And then and then that's why I'm warning you now.
Like a month.
So the
And
commitment.
then in trimester 3, in November, is our final. If we make it there, all right, we may not. We may end out in summer, and we do good, and we may place top 15. But November would be the finals. 2 teams. I'm planning on making one of them us. So be prepared.
So-
be ready to train and practice.
We have to at least win the first game to hit top 15.
But
right?
we'll do it. We're
No,
gonna
of
do
course,
it.
of course.
All right. I've
Right.
got the best players here.
But if-
and Ronan, who's played before a few times.
Best players
I thought he was saying
and
best players
Ronan.
and who's played a few times, but hell of a silk ball player. Just gotta say.
But if we lose, we just go about.
Yeah,
our
we're pretty
normal
much done.
business.
Yeah, we're just done basically.
But
We
like,
get to go watch the games,
we
and it will
don't.
be a good time.
We don't get thrown out of school or canceled classes. or anything.
No. I think your first year here really sets some strange expectations for the future of Strixhaven. There's not big consequences for us losing here, but that doesn't mean that we shouldn't try our hardest.
If we don't win, though, I might not be able to continue.
What?
I owe tuition.
You didn't pay your tuition?
I didn't know there was tuition.
It's school.
I lived in Ixalan. Okay, there were dinosaurs, and I was a soldier.
Did you not get money?
No. I left without the money. I didn't think.
Why didn't you go back and get the money?
Because I kind of deserted.
So there,
Yeah.
So
there
if you
is
go
no
back,
more
they're gonna
money.
like.
Pay
Yeah.
half her money.
Look, Stella, if it makes you feel any better, it is completely on track for this school to have press ganged people into paying tuition. I mean, we almost died.
It's true.
In a cult, so
Yeah, I try to talk to the person who
Hey Gwen, I think we should turn some of that energy into something a little more positive. I think that us being motivated to help Stella continue her academic career by playing Mage Tower, a fun, clean sport in a
Healthy way. No killing
a
people.
structured environment that doesn't involve blackmailing anybody or joining any cults is a good thing
I'm
to do.
taking note.
Yes.
No
So we
blackmailing,
win.
no killing,
At least
no hurting.
get in the top 15.
Yeah.
Hopefully the
And-
top one.
Number 1 would be great, because then I could maybe convince my parents to give my tuition to me just for fun.
Yeah, yeah. And I could use the second year to pay for the first year.
What I could do is I could take my 2 years that my
Yeah.
parents would have paid for, and I could give it to you, and then you wouldn't have to worry about it. And I could lie to my parents and say, "Oh, I need money for school."
You're gonna lie
why
to
would you lie to your parents?
For
Why don't you just say, my schoolmate needs this more than I do? Would you give?
I don't know if his parents like me very much.
if I just don't tell them that you're a vampire, there's some bad blood there.
Are they bigots to vampires?
That's a long story.
Yeah, Ronan.
And
Okay, so like this conversation is moving beyond my field of reach. So I've got a time slate set up for us.
Yeah.
So other students are obviously going to be practicing on the stadium, but we have our times that we get. We're going to be
You've
practicing
already set
about
that up?
three times a week.
Yeah.
We're going to
Yeah.
be meeting.
Of course.
And he gives you like a little schedule. And we're gonna be practicing. We're gonna be working on things together.
Hand-eye coordination.
Yep. And spells, magic. You do not need to be. Some people think that you gotta be, built or like, all you need
Look
is
at me.
pure determination.
I can play the game. You guys can play the game.
What are you talking about? You're a specimen. You tear it up out there on the field. You are
You've
ripped.
never
cool.
That's
seen
right,
me
Mel.
play
That is
so
right.
far.
I never seen
You've
somebody
never
move
invited
so
us.
fast like Ronan before.
I'll
never
show you.
invited
I feel like sometimes he knows where the ball is gonna be, like he can see the future.
Wow. Like you can
Thank you.
Javanish, I do have one concern. I'm just like making a mental catalog of like most of the spells that I've learned while I've been here.
Yeah.
And unfortunately,
A lot of them
most of them are spells that are made to hurt people.
That's all
that
right.
I have repurposed into performing arts stuff. And on the off chance that there's danger and I need to hurt somebody.
Yeah, no worries,
has
Mallory. There's been
been
plenty of
needed.
students in the past, been explosive Prismari dancers who have lit up the green with some lightning. So I don't think we'll have too much of an issue there, so long as it's properly placed. And the way that Jacob is going to explain this is that basically what we're going to run with is sort of like a there will be times where you guys can use your damaging spells in order to inflict things throughout the game, but it's sort of going to be like a Fallout stamina rule kind of thing, where it's like you narrowly miss them, but you throw them off balance so that you don't hurt them,
Or you
kind of thing.
toggle non-lethal.
Basically. So there is a way around that. It's risky, but Javanesh is willing to try to practice with you so that you're able to do it. So that you're not just,
You have scopes
entirely
to
useless in
spells.
times of your spells.
I do. That's true, but I don't know if that would apply if it's technically a hostile.
Here's the thing. We can, there's referees who are going to be watching. There's going to be judges. Hopefully there's no, as long as we play clean, we're fine. We're allowed to set fire to the stadium if we need to. So long as we aren't setting the audience on fire, we can create a wall. Like, for example, a wall of fire, you know the spell, to stop somebody from making their way through. If somebody intentionally hurts themselves by going in, that's a foul on their end. We didn't hurt them.
There is a rather famous saying about fire and play.
Yeah.
That when you
play
play
with
with
it, right?
fire, you get burned.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Only if you're not
Why
careful.
don't we?
I mean, I was
there's-
the one who raised the concern
there's-
when I'd like
there's
to.
I would like to underscore your concern because it is very concerning. I have seen what your magic does.
Hey, why don't we try out a
Yes.
practice?
Urza's
There's-
rage is the fucking thing.
Just
Imagine.
explosions.
no harm in trying at least once.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do a few practices. Meet up in March, and then we can
Play the-
try.
Maybe we can
And
find
if
a way to.
We burn down the stadium and we get disqualified, then they're
Don't worry, the
What do we have
stadium
to
will
lose?
not burn down. It is not made of flammable materials.
Great.
It's made-
That's good to know.
Mostly made of magical stone and a lot of
Eldritch
Eldritch
Ball.
the Eldritch
Bomb.
Bomb. Yeah. Okay, well, I gotta run, fly, so I can't run. I'll see you guys later.
I can't run.
I really appreciate this
Has he just been
opportunity.
like treading air this whole time?
Pretty much. No, he's like leaning on like a tree.
Oh, okay.
He's like, all right, cool. Ronan,
Yep.
do you still have the pumpkin spice latte ingredients?
Oh yeah, if you tell Mina, she set aside what we had left.
It's not seasonal anymore. It's not there anymore.
Yes,
I'm gonna
but-
throw a big fit. Just kidding. But
there's
I
enough
need it.
for you if you. I don't
Great.
know.
Thank you. All right, I'll see you guys later. Have fun in your new dorms. And he flies off. And you guys are sort of left center campus. Some students are still mingling together, and you guys are together here. Headed off to, for the first time, your time at Strixhaven, not to the same dorm together, except for three of you.
Yeah.
Are y'all rooming together? You Lorehold kids?
Yeah, I managed to put our names on the same sheet.
Oh, how fun.
This feels weird.
The rooms are big enough for 3 people.
Well, when you have a connection on janitorial staff.
Do we each have like our own room now? Like we don't room with another person?
You do room with it's like it was before, where it's a space that has like 3.
Yes.
That each it's like a total of 6 in a communal area with 3 rooms. They each have 2 in them, but the space, not to get ahead of myself or anything, the space is so much bigger. It is not nearly as cramped as your previous ones, where you have a lot more space, and you also have the ability to section off some of your room to create like a study space for yourself.
On Prismari campus, we get our own studios.
Yeah, and also all of them are different. So like Lorehold, you guys have like, it's almost like built into like a library, and all your walls are just covered in books. And there is, they also like descend along like the side of like one of the cliff faces. So there's a bridge and easy access over towards Pillar Drop. For Prismari, it's like these big studios where you've got tons of space. Like I think out of everybody, Prismari has the most, because you've got so many students that are doing like sculptures and paintings and dances, and you guys have tons of room to express that creativity and whatnot. And sort of the dorms for these second years that are coming in are almost like blank slates, like they're almost entirely white. And the idea is that they change as you continue to go through
This
them.
is my dog face.
Quandrix, everything is very there's this natural order to it. It is not
like a
like
genius
it's
bar.
not cubicles. It is like there's a place for everything, but it's sort of got this weaving sort of like
IKEA.
Yeah, actually, sort of like there's
It's like a modular effect to it.
Yeah,
Oh, what's
kind of.
that? That's a
It's known
flurb. That's where we
kind
put our
as
pencils.
What Quandrix is also
I
about,
believe that.
there's a nature to
Yes,
it.
of
So
course.
it's a lot of like, there would have
I
to be
think a lot of curves.
Yes,
Yeah, and
curves.
I see it as, sorry, I'm trying to get phrasing like more like a solar punk.
Yes, exactly. There's a lot of like greenhouse type like things. There's lots of glass. There's lots of sunlight. There is greenery sort of everywhere, vines and whatnot. But then everything is very neatly sort of organized, and it's very beautiful. Silver Quill, you gotta imagine dark Victorian.
Dark academia.
Dark
Dark
academia.
academia.
Thank you. Books, scrolls, chalkboards. Lots of wood intermixed with bits of iron, and very like old sort of looking stone-like tiles, and that halls just echo. But there are also very quiet areas where there's like it's like a silent spell is sort of cast where you can like practice things and whatnot. I think it's also very vertical. So like your dormitory, like your room is like here, and then there's like a small room, and then a staircase that goes up to another like larger room that goes into another room, and then so it's all like almost built in this vertical sort of manner with these long windows that have like just gleaming golden light sort of spilling through them, and then. Yeah, that's
No one's in with the
nobody's
room.
in with it.
Gwen-
Fuck you. You don't get the bog one, the
Gwen-
one that's built into a tree.
Would tag along with Dawn. I
Yeah.
just would really like to see Silver Quill King.
Okay.
Would you mind if I?
If you have time, yeah. We're like,
Before it happens, though, Callista's gonna be like, "Who's rooming Estella? Are you or no?" She's gonna hand you like earplugs.
What is this? Why?
Go thank me.
This is the lei
Did
we
I-
put around the door
Wow.
to let you know.
Did I make a bad decision?
She can't fall asleep without dinosaur noises.
Not at all what I thought.
Just think about that when you sleep and you hear noises. Yeah.
Like Jurassic Park.
Thank you.
It's like the realistic dinosaur noise.
Yeah.
Freaking terrifying.
Absolutely.
The T-Rex like making noises that
Yeah.
aren't even on like our spectrum of hearing.
Yeah.
Callista woke up in the middle of the night one time to like. It's like, what the fuck was that?
Wake up.
Alan! Oh man, I love that. That of course
Oh,
Jordan
so
knows what that is,
goofy.
but I'm just happy that
Yeah.
Jordan knows what that is.
Of course.
In Jurassic Park 3, which is a bad
The
movie.
best Jurassic.
Yeah, no, actually, you know what? The best Jurassic Park movie. He has a dream on the plane when he's going back to the island, and he's like, Alan, and he turns and is sitting in the passenger seat in the movie. There is a frame of a raptor in the seatbelt in the seat, and it goes, Alan, and then he wakes up, and it's somebody saying Alan to him, but it's the 2 seconds of that fucking dinosaur going Alan is really funny.
Iconic.
It is iconic. It really is.
Oh, and then she would have also given it like a Venus flycatcher plant.
What is it?
Just a gift.
Oh, thank you.
Gift.
Were they complimentary on Quandrix?
Do I have
campus?
to?
Oh, nice.
Do I have to feed it things?
Pets?
Pests? In tiny pieces or?
Run in 50 gold pieces, and you can do that now if you want.
You have to feed it 50 gold pieces.
I actually have a gift for you because I didn't see you on your birthday, but it's like a little probably like a crossbody bag, and it's kind of like a bag of holding, but it doesn't hold as much, and it automatically organizes things. So if you put a bunch of papers in it, it'll put it with your other papers, and if you put like I know you like to craft, you like to do little things. So if you put like a ball of yarn in there and it gets all tangled, it would normally get all tangled up, but it'll just coil it back, and it'll just keep all your things neatly organized. Thank you for the present. Are you crying?
Callisto.
It's okay.
She's gonna give a big hug.
Oh.
This is my first birthday away from home.
Oh,
I haven't seen the uncles the entire time. So,
sorry.
I didn't. Thank you very
You're
much.
welcome.
I appreciate it.
Thank you for this. I will probably consult you about this because I don't want it to die, and I am not good at keeping things alive.
Oh, what?
Toasty John likes to eat plants. I tried for a while. I thought it was a cool thing. He ate them, but he knows he's not supposed to.
Well, it's a little feisty, so.
Right. If it bites him, he won't.
It's
hopefully
Stella's
bite.
taking care of some of my plants too, so.
Oh,
It's true. I do have some knowledge about plants.
good.
Small.
Thanks, treat Ronan well, because he's our friend.
I would never hurt Ronan. Ronan is a dear friend of mine as well.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'll get her back for last year for you.
I didn't do anything to Callisto.
I hear you kept her up
Well,
with dinosaur noises.
I
I like.
That's what the kids
I-
are calling
I-
it.
I was gonna say,
The dinosaur
No.
with two bags.
No.
are you making the dinosaur
No,
noises?
no, she does. I have this dinosaur white noise generator.
No, it's okay. I learned how to actually sleep through it. You get used to it a little bit.
Yeah.
It's odd.
I don't
She-
sleep much,
She
so
broke me of keeping the room super humid. So,
I
that's
think,
it.
funnily enough, I wouldn't mind.
oh, great. We'll go back to that.
Okay.
But I love that.
So what we're going to do
care
next, and what your characters are going to do next, is at Center Campus, they've got all the various different signups for clubs, jobs, classes, everything. So many people here at Center Campus. It is never this busy. You guys are a little overwhelmed. But there's a lot to do here, and what we're going to do as players is we are going to figure out your guys' schedule for this first year. And there's a lot of new things. So first of all, I got a new rule that I'm implementing on these homebrew rules that we're using. So you guys currently can convert levels of exhaustion into spell points. And Jack wasn't here for this, so Jack gets to know this. So level of exhaustion.
This is actually important for you because of your vault
My
spell.
shenanigans.
Well, your vault spell.
Oh.
It gets
A level of
focused.
exhaustion is now 2 spell points. So it's no longer 1, converts to 2. However, levels of exhaustion now last until you level up. So they stay with you the whole trimester. There are ways to circumvent them. There are not ways to remove them. There are ways that you can avoid them for a little while. But they're going to be a little more permanent than they were before, because I liked what we were playing with in year 1, and it was great, but I felt that they were a little too easy to get around, and they didn't really do what I was wanting them to do. I wanted them to be a lot more risky. I had fun with them in year 1, but I think I want to make them a little more than what they were. They were too small. So so there are various things you guys can do, whether you want to cast spells, drink coffee, anything within the story to try to circumvent these levels of exhaustion. But I don't really want to have a way that permanently removes them until you level up. Instead, they're going to be that you can find ways around them to get like bonuses. So you are like, maybe you drink some coffee and you get a +1 for the next hour or something like that. That's kind of what I want to do with it. So we're gonna just be running that from now on. And then outside of that, we are going to be doing our schedule slots. So, big thing that's on your schedule slot, if you guys are all agreeing to do it, which appears that you guys are, which I already asked you guys to do before we started today, was to put Mage Tower practice on your schedule slot. So that is filled out there. Now, with this implementation of the exhaustion rules, not having sleep on your schedule is a bit more of an issue. So here's how that's going to work. I think in the original, let me get my rules here.
I think it
real
was
quick.
you start with a level of exhaustion every session or something like that.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep it that way, except I'm gonna make it 2 instead. So if you don't have sleep on your schedule slot, you're gonna have a -2. You're just gonna have -2 now. Like right now, you have 2 levels of exhaustion, and that's what's gonna happen. It'll persist until level up, because your schedules also stay until you level up.
Oh, okay. Because so the next time we make a schedule will be the next time that we level up.
Yes. You can change it if you want to, but like it gets a little weird. And in the past, in year 1, nobody really did that. So we're just gonna keep it that way, which is fine. So yes.
I think it was always the first month was the off schedule from the rest of the months.
Yeah, because we had a thing where we could swap in studying.
Yeah, I've kind of done away with that because I think it's weird and dumb.
Sure.
So if you guys just include it on your thing, then you will get to have the bonus for it when it comes around to do it. It's that's the thing. I really wanted this schedule slot to be a very passive thing and not something that we really fuck with except for like the first session of the trimester. outside of that, I have some new stuff for you guys. Obviously, you have your classes and your clubs and your jobs you're going to pick. None of those have changed, except I have a big list of new classes for you guys that you can choose to pick from if you'd like. So the pre-written adventure has a list of classes, and I think that's great. I have taken those list of classes and I have applied some homebrew spells that I have made that I wrote probably around the beginning of the year that I fleshed out entirely today. I spent all day writing spells. So if you guys want to check out some new spells and maybe take some new ones that are themed to magic cards from the set, that is what I have done. So I'm gonna just read them out to you guys really quick, and then I'll send them into the chat as well. Just give me
Could you
one
send them
sec.
into the chat and read them?
No, because I don't have them organized.
Oh.
So I'm gonna be putting them in as I'm reading them to you. Sorry. Okay. So nope, that's not what I wanted. There it is. There it is. So 2 classes, so I got 10, 2 for each college. First one is Applied Computational Magic. This one gives you Sequenced Denial. Sequenced Denial, let me find that one real quick.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you say?
It sounds
It's
like
Quandrix.
Quandrix.
It's Quandrix.
Yeah, you should say which.
Sorry, yeah, I forgot to say which one it was. Sequenced Denial is a first level abjuration spell. Costs 2 spell points. I've also noted that in there as well. Let me put this into our... Where is it? Sequence Denial is a first level abjuration spell. It's 2 spell points. Casting time is a reaction, and which you can take when you see a creature within 60 feet of you casting a spell. Its range is 60 feet. You sabotage the logarithm of a spell, disrupting the caster. If the creature is casting a spell of first level or lower, 2 spell points or less, its spell fails and has no effect. If the creature is upcasting a spell of first level, spending more than 2 spell points or higher, you can choose one of the following. You reduce the spell's level by 1 for every 2 spell points used to cast a spell, or you deal 1d4 psychic damage for each spell point the target used to cast the spell. So basically, it is a first level counter spell, but it is also an upcast, downcast counter spell. So if somebody ever upcasts a spell, you can spend spell points to downcast it back to the normal instead. But it doesn't fully get rid of it unless it's a first level spell. Then you can just nullify it if you want to. So that is Sequenced Denial, and that is. Sorry, I meant to send this as well. Applied Computational Magic. Let me send this big list. It's a little whack, but Applied Computational Magic is Sequenced Denial. Then we got Basic Arcane Artifacts at Lorehold, and the spell for that one is Wake the Past. Wake the Past is a second level transmutation spell. It's 4 spell points. It's a casting time of a bonus action, a range of touch. You touch an artifact, magical item, and you return returning its lost traces of snarled magic to it. If the item has charges, it regains a number of charges equal to double the number of spell points used to cast the spell. If the items do not have any charges, you can choose one of the following. You can give any attack roll made with it as advantage for the next 3 rounds. The next time damage dice would be rolled from a spell effect or attack from the item, you basically get advantage on the damage dice. Or the next 3 abilities or uses from the item that require an action can be used as a bonus action instead. So you can empower some magic items with that Lorehold class called Basic Arcane Artifacts. The next one is Electro Choreography, which gives you Expressive Iteration. Let me find Expressive Iteration real fast. I meant to organize these and did not, because I have more spells that I haven't gotten to yet. This is like maybe a fourth of some of the spells that I wrote that I haven't finished yet. Expressive Iteration is a 4th level transmutation spell, and let me explain this to you guys as well. Some of these spells, you guys can't cast 3rd or 4th level spells yet. That doesn't matter. If you have the spell points or the ability to do it, I'm going to let you cast the spell, regardless of whether or not you have access to the level or not. If you have 8 spell points that you can use, you can cast a 4th level spell if you want to. Expressive Iteration, 8 spell points. Casting time is an action. Range is self. The components are VSM, a spark of lightning or flame. You choreograph your next few steps into a routine that blends your spells into one. Choose any number of spells that you can cast that have a combined total of 8 spell points. At the start of your next turn, you cast each spell as a free action in any order of your choice. The next one after that is Historical Figures in Magic, Lorehold spell. You can learn Reduce to Memory.
Classic.
And Reduce to Memory has an effect in the pre-written, that is given to one of the stat blocks. I took it and modified it a bit because I didn't like it very much, but I modified it. So Reduced to Memory is a 3rd level evocation spell, 6 spell points. It has a casting time of 1 action, has a range of 90 feet. The components are VS and M. You can use a historical text or scroll. It's instantaneous. Thundering golden energy erupts around a creature. The target must make a Constitution saving throw, taking 4d10 thunder damage on a failed save or half as much damage on a successful one. A construct has disadvantage on the saving throw. If the damage reduces a creature to 0 hit points, they fall unconscious and a spirit appears over their body. The spirit is a spirit statue mascot. It obeys your commands and acts on its own initiative. It disappears if the unconscious creature gains any hit points, is no longer unconscious, or is reduced to 0 hit points. So, yep, there's that. And I know there's probably a thought here, which is, why give us access to spells that do damage when we're going to be playing a game that is we're not supposed to be doing damage in? There's only 4 games. Those encounters specifically are going to be where that's important, but there's still going to be lots of other regular encounters and trouble you guys are getting into throughout the year where dealing damage is going to be necessary. Next, after Reduced to Memory, is Introduction to Reanimation, which is a Witherbloom class, which is going to give you Rushed Rebirth. And I know I'm taking a lot of time right now, but I at least want to just get all the options out there, and also maybe I want to tell the audience about these two. Rushed Rebirth is pretty simple, though. It is a 2nd level necromancy spell, 4 spell points. Casting time of a reaction upon a creature within range falling to 0 hit points, within 60 feet. The components are accidentally historical text and scroll. That shouldn't be there. The duration is instantaneous. And you invigorate a dying creature with a dash of life. The target creature gains 1 level of exhaustion and a 3d6 plus your spellcasting modifier number of hit points. So once they fall to 0, you can be like, bah! And get them back up, but they do take 1 level of exhaustion. And also, I disconnected from the Wi-Fi, and that spell isn't sending another thing. Nice. So just give me a minute while that gets together, while I read the next one, which is the next Witherbloom class, which is Life Auras and Necrosis, which you can cast Deadly Brew with that one. We're bending the line here between what is a spell and what is a potion, but this is a spell-like potion. Deadly Brew is 2nd level transmutation, 4 spell slots. It is also a casting time of a reaction, which it shouldn't be. It should be an action. And it's a range of 30 feet, 5-foot radius. You toss a concoction of siphoning death. Each creature in the area of effect must roll a Constitution saving throw, taking 2d12 necrotic damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one. If you, the caster, takes this damage, one creature of your choice within 30 feet of you gains hit points equal to the half the amount of damage that you took. And then you can also upcast it for more damage. So basically, you AoE, but if you hurt yourself, you can heal one of your friends. And then we got linguistics. Linguistics in spellcasting.
Yes.
Linguistics in spellcasting is Silver Quill, and you can cast Lash of Malice with that one. Lash of Malice is a 2nd level transmutation spell, which it should be an evocation spell, actually. Sorry. It is 4 spell points. It is an action. It has a range of 50 feet. It requires a quill for its material components, and you make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the creature takes 5d8 necrotic damage. However, the next attack and damage roll the target makes is increased by 2. And then you can upcast this, but the upcast also increases the amount that it helps out the opponent there. And then, after Lash of Malice, is Pyromancy and the Arts, which is a Prismari class, which you can cast Igneous Inspiration. Igneous Inspiration. It's a 1st level evocation spell, costs 2 spell points. It's an action, range of 30 feet. You hurl a roiling bubble of lava, make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the creature takes 1d6 fire damage. Hit or miss, the bubble then explodes. The target and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed a dex save or take 1d6 fire damage, kind of like Ice
So
Knife.
it's just fire, ice knife.
Yeah, however, the attack, but it does a little bit less damage, only 2d6. 2d6 max or 1d6 for everybody around. The attack roll of the next spell you cast is increased by 1 for each creature that took this 1d6 damage. And then you can also upcast it to increase the radius. So you can't upcast it to increase damage. You can't increase the radius to make it bigger. So theoretically hit like 10 people and get a +10 to your next spell attack. Scoop. And then we got Quantitative Arcanophysics, which is Quandrix for Emergent Sequence. The spell is kind of whack, so bear with me. I wanted to make a weird, complicated Quandrix spell. So Hello.
So complicated.
It's so
Computer
complicated, it's
doesn't
gone. It's a first level conjuration spell. It's 2 spell points. It's an action to cast it within a range of 30 feet, and the duration is an hour with concentration. You summon a fractal at a point of your choice within range. The fractal stat block is what you summon. The fractal obeys your commands and acts at the end of each of your turns. If you willingly end your concentration on this spell on your turn, you regain 2 spell points. So it's almost free if you remove the concentration. You can concentrate on this spell a number of times equal to your spellcasting ability modifier. For each fractal you concentrate on, each fractal, their AC increases by 1, their hit points increase by 10, and their attack and damage increases by 1. If you lose concentration by damage or any other way that isn't you willingly doing it, you lose the fractal and you lose all of the other ones that you've summoned, and you don't get the spell points back. So that is emergent sequence. And then I think the last one here is verbal components and the law, which is Silver Quill, and the spell is Monologue Tax, which is one of my favorite cards in Commander. Monologue Tax is a first level, should be, no, it is evocation. It's an evocation spell. Evocation, 2 spell points. It's a reaction, lots of reaction spells. And you cast it when another creature uses their bonus action within 30 feet of you. Your words invoke burden, causing the spellcaster to become onerous. The next spell the target casts costs 4 more spell points to cast. So somebody uses their bonus action, be like, taxed. And that is those are the spells and the new classes that you guys can take if you want to. But what we're going to do now is I've done a lot of talking. Now I'm going to go to you guys and talk about like what your schedule sort of looks like. Does anybody have it figured out? Do you guys know what you're doing with this first trimester yet?
Yes.
What are you doing, Gwen?
One of the
So sleep.
spells didn't say.
Taking sleep? Cool. Sleep is going to be one of the...
Sleep is one of my options. Homework. Free time. Studying. Mage Tower. Extracurricular. Strixhaven Star. I guess it's not Magfizz. It's Scriv and Symbology now.
Scriv, Sim.
I went ahead and changed my job from Bibliopex to janitor because
Yeah.
Garrett
that's fine.
Applehollow
Yeah,
is on
yeah.
is
You
officially
just work here now.
Yeah.
Wow. You come back and everybody's like, good to see you, Garrett. Oh, wow. Did you have a good winter break?
Took a small break. I'm glad to be back.
Well, this is the busiest time of year for us, so we got to get going. And you just work here now.
Nice.
And 2 classes. We had talked about Gwen taking a PE course.
Yeah. And you wanted to get proficiency in athletics.
Athletics or acrobatics? Probably acrobatics because she's actually got dexterity.
And I am going to let you do that. I think that's awesome.
Okay. And then I think she's going to do... It's between Monologue Tax and the Wake the Past.
Yeah. Those are good. One of them is Lore Hold, but the verbal components in the law is Silver Quill. But at Strixhaven, they encourage you guys to take classes that aren't just in your college. But your PE class is probably within Lore Hold, and it is like it's alongside like the cave divers, but they're not like cave diving or anything. It's like this run that they do like across. There's a lot of what I think jocks in Lorehold and in Quandrix, and you find like a class there that they teach that is just like, all right, we're working on our bodies basically.
It's the spelunking class.
It's a spelunking crew, and they just do like rock wall climbing, and they do just a lot of like climbing and whatnot, and diving into places. They're not going for artifacts or anything. It's all just physical activity, and that's what you're doing.
And then she'll take the Monologue Tax class.
Cool, awesome. Verbal components and the law.
Verbal components and the law.
And the law, yeah. And that class is taught by, I think I've got a name in here. If I can find. I beef with D&D Beyond right now. Yeah, it's Dean Ambrose.
Ambrose
No,
Lou.
he's not teaching any classes this trimester, which I did not explain yet to the audience yet. But Ambrose does still have his job. Killian is still at Strixhaven. Fane did get fired. But
Rip to the homie.
rip the homie, really. He did commit crimes, but rip the homie.
Fuck around, find out.
Oh, but he did it for good reasons, so it was okay.
I might mean good reason is saving your own ass too.
Yeah, Stella would never.
Never.
That class is taught by Shale. That's the dean. It's not Shale. No, it's taught by Brina. It's taught by Brina.
Oh.
Brina, aka Birdie Sanders. That's what I like to call her.
AKA best
Yeah,
commander.
yeah. Oh, she's
Bernie
great.
Sanders.
Yeah, she is.
No.
Yeah, she is.
No way Bernie Sanders is Orzhov.
No, definitely not. But the way you play,
Okay,
Brina,
okay, fair.
you have to be
fair.
like, you have to
must
look
go
around the
after
table.
the top
You know,
1%.
The top 1% of everybody who has life points in this game, we have to all attack them. Yeah,
Valid,
that's how you
valid.
play her.
Valid.
By the way, here's this martial impetus.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
have to attack.
Here's a tempting contract. God, I love that deck.
That's great.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. Don, what are you doing?
So obviously, scripting and symbology.
Yep.
Um,
I'm gonna get into explaining that in just a
Yes.
second, but because I
Um,
want to give you guys the lay down on your class. But
I'm not going to take one of the Silver Quill ones that you did. I'm going to take a Prismari one, actually.
oh, that's cool.
Dip into that a little bit
Good,
with
you should.
the electro choreography. I
Heck
like
yeah.
that.
Nice. You
and-
take, and that's for expressive iteration. Which is
Yes.
the big boom pow spell.
Yes. I then, as the Silver Quill one, more general one, but I think the name of the class is going to be the Empowering Word,
Cool.
and it's going to be Crusader's Mantle.
Yes, I
Love
love that
that.
It's
spell.
it's generally only for like
Paladins.
like specific paladin subclass, but it's
Such
like
a good spell though.
it's a cool spell.
It is a
so-
cool spell.
and-
You just, everybody,
you-
1d4 damage.
Yeah.
The other one's
and
Rushed Reaper.
we're not playing by class locks,
Nope,
right?
nope,
So,
not at all.
then,
And I love it. I fucking love it.
Yeah.
You guys are every time any
Yeah.
guys you go outside your class, I'm like,
Yeah.
I was gonna take.
Yeah, I
I'm
like
gonna
that too.
take
I
that,
really
but
like
I'm
it.
just gonna
class
put
system.
the
Just
maintenance.
The Mage Tower dueling job, but I'm no longer working at the Biblioplex, and people really don't know what I do as my job. I have a job, you know.
I know what it is.
Uh,
We'll get to it.
just want to say, Stella knows.
Stella knows.
Um,
Stella knows.
study, homework, free time.
Stella always knows. Cool.
I know some things.
You know,
Rice-a-roni?
You don't get to
Macaroni.
call me
It's
that.
macaroni.
It's macaroni, and
Sorry,
you better
I wasn't
stop
calling
it.
you macaroni.
It's macaroni, and I will stab you.
It's me, an archaic.
so,
Oh.
someone said,
Hey,
"Man,
if
I
that
wish I
Rose Luke
could
can
take the
stab
wish
Shadow.
spell." Someone,
The wish. I mean, sure. Learn wish.
you can learn wish.
Do any of you have 18 spell points yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, people can.
Learn it. Learn wish. Do it.
Cast it
You won't.
I have
once,
24.
and then have the
And-
chance to never be able to cast it again.
Yep.
I'm gonna wish for something real cool though.
Stella's just like, I
Another
took
cat.
Power Word Kill class.
I mean,
Oh, I
Finger of
can't-
death.
Incite greed.
Jack, you know what you're doing with Mal? What's Mal doing?
Now that I'm looking at
Yeah.
these spells,
Yeah.
and they're all pretty neat.
You don't. You do not have to humor me and
No,
take
I
one.
know.
I feel like you
I,
should.
I appreciate it,
Mhm.
but you do
They're all
not have
pretty
to.
neat, but I'm not gonna take
I don't know.
any
Well,
of
you're
the
not-
stuff.
I'm just looking at
you're not gonna-
expressive iteration.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the standout, one of the best ones on there.
Yeah.
Take it 3
Super
times.
cool.
Take it with me. We'll
Here's
have
the
class
thing.
together.
Dance partners.
Here's the thing. I've only got 20 spell points. I don't want to use 8 of them to then immediately because then that
I-
lessens my pool.
I have 8 spell points.
See, but I feel like
I
that's,
get
it kind of
some.
incentivizes it for you
Mhm.
because then you can get to cast more spells. I think that's
Yeah.
really cool. But I don't know. I think I may take it at a later level. But
Sounds good.
when
You
I
don't
have
wanna
more
take it
spell
away?
points, because now I think what Mallory's kind of taken away from is
No, take it again.
now she's like looking at the classes that she wanted to take, and she was
Turn
like,
point.
I just don't think
If
I'm.
that's a rule.
It's like, I
Sorry,
just
sorry.
don't think I'm a fit for Mage Tower. I think I need to like expand my repertoire into things that don't hurt people
Yeah.
and can instead control things.
Yeah.
Or enhance my own abilities. So the first thing she's doing, she's taking a class from Brina called I'm Talking, and that's which is a reference to our little Baldur's Gate game,
Yes,
you and me,
yes.
where I play Mallory the Bard.
Yes.
And
Her little voice is so cute.
yeah,
She kind of
I'm
vicious mom.
talking. Yeah.
She goes, listen
look
here.
here, look here.
Yeah, it's so
Um,
cute.
So it's I'm talking. It's a speech class, and that's for command.
Oh,
Um,
love that.
Then, God, I'm messing around here, but hopefully you'll let me do this.
Mm-hmm.
The second one is, I imagine, like a Silver Quill and Prismari like joint class called the Glamorous Inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
That is to take the Glamour Bard ability Mantle of Inspiration, which allows me to expend a Bardic Inspiration die to give my allies temporary hit points and also allow them to use a reaction to move up to their speed without provoking opportunity attacks.
That's crazy.
Might be helpful in Mage Tower.
That's awesome.
And then for my third one, this is a Prismari choreography class called Going Sharp, and it's a singing and dancing class. I guess it's like a musical theater class.
Yeah.
And that's for Blade Song.
Oh, you're gonna take like straight up wizard blade song. Whoa.
Because I've got this cool
Whoa.
Ghostlight sword, but I
Yeah.
never use it.
So
And I just feel like I don't know. I just like the idea of Mallory having a sword.
yeah, that's sick as
So
fuck.
I
love
want
that.
to.
So here's what we're gonna do. This was the stipulation that I didn't throw out there when I was like, learn power word kill is for these classes where you guys are going a bit beyond sort of like the balance system here. I'm willing for you guys to do it. I want you to do it. I want to be able to do it. But what I experimented with you before and I really liked was that we just raised the DC of what that is. And that's what I'm going to do with these two classes. Is the Blade Song one, the DC is going to be raised by 2. So it's going to start at 32. And it will go down as it goes. And the Mantle one is going to start at plus 5, so 35.
Okay.
But the other ones are fine.
Sweet. And then as far as my actual schedule goes, Mallory's like, I don't want to miss class for this. I also don't want to give up my job. So she's instead just not going to do any extracurriculars this trimester.
Okay.
She's just focusing on this. Much to, I think part of her is like, God, I really wanted to be in the shows, but like,
This is the
whatever.
extracurricular.
My freaking job conflicts with those dates anyways. So,
Just you wait till year 3. Oh, it's theater kid year. That's year 3.
Doing okay, Jack?
Mallory's not.
I was like,
Mallory's like, what am I getting myself into?
That sounds a little bit like targeted to
But
Don't worry.
I also don't want to give up sleep. I also don't want to give up free time because then I lose points with my friends, and I don't want to give up homework or studying because now I'm taking the hard big boy classes or big girl classes, I guess. But
Quintilius and Rionia and Rutha have are all on a team. Well, Rutha is not. She's organizing one of your guys' rival teams, and Quintilius and Rionia are on
the
are on this
Prismari team that
So,
we're probably
yeah.
going to play.
Yeah. This team also has Killian on it,
Oh wow,
and 2 other people that I haven't decided yet.
nice,
but, yeah,
cool.
yeah.
So yeah, that's what Mel's doing.
Awesome. Cool. Do you know what you're doing yet, Ronan?
Ronan is going to take Introduction to Reanimation,
Cool.
and then Historical Figures and Magic, and then he has a free slot that I don't know what I'm doing with yet.
Wait,
and then-
sorry. What was the first thing?
The Introduction to Reanimation.
Very cool.
Mage Tower.
You're taking a Witherbloom class?
I am.
Hell yeah. Nice. And
Um,
you're getting Rushed Rebirth with that one, which is the get the fuck back up.
yep.
We're all multi-classing.
Love it.
Yes.
You should. You should.
Then he works at the Fire Jolt. He sleeps sometimes, plays Mage Tower, and he has a little bit of free time.
Cool. Very good. So the 2 spells that you're learning are Rushed Rebirth and Reduced to Memory. Hell yeah. Do you know what you're doing, Stella?
I do. I do have one question for you. So I've been doing cave diving for the entirety of last year.
Yep.
Um,
As what?
As
like
extracurricular.
As an extracurricular. That can
Yeah.
be your student dice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I now make that my job? That
Yeah.
I am, the person who's like hooking up blinds and everything else.
Yeah,
Okay.
totally.
She's
so
now
you and Gwen
a
probably
writer?
interact a lot
Yeah.
because you set up everything for their PE class.
Yeah, okay, I got
So
you.
yeah, that is now
Yeah.
your job. is
Love
to
Yours
that.
has
diving.
extra padding on it.
Perfect.
Just
Yeah,
in case.
I'm like, just in case, those are the good lines.
Oh, you're
Don't
awesome at
fuck
this
with
job
it.
because you have a climbing speed.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm very good at this shit. It's why
I'm
she
going
loves
to
it so
pay
much.
you an extra 5 gold pieces
Oh.
for doing this job because they're
It's
like, you are a
5 less of your
valuable asset.
tuition.
Of that
You have a climbing
1600
speed.
or
You
16.
do not have to risk you potentially getting hurt.
No, I
Um,
stick to the walls.
So you normally make, how much do you make with a job at the end of a
Stella,
trimester?
20.
20? So
Stella,
you
you're
will
a
make
good liar. You could
25.
turn this into the workers' comp case that breaks Strixhaven.
Good.
You wouldn't need to be worried about tuition.
Hey guys, I love you. Stop trying to break this restriction.
Hey guys, as someone
Holy
who has
fuck.
been
Just break your
very
arm
hurt
like
at this
jazz.
school, they won't do anything
Oh,
and they'll
shit.
wipe your
All right, I
memory.
don't have to pay your
That's good to
tuition.
know. Yes.
It's the Strixhaven equivalent of throwing yourself in front of a bus.
Yeah.
What was that episode of Shameless you were talking about?
Where?
the
Which one?
the dad is just like trying to get hurt,
Yeah, he's trying to get workman's comp because his ran out because they found out that he wasn't actually hurt.
but it's like comedically like never, like he just keeps getting saved.
Yeah,
Yeah,
by
yeah.
another guy.
Good Samaritans.
So I also took historical figures and introduction to reanimation. So we're
Yay.
just buddies.
Yeah.
I have a question though
And
for
they
you.
were roommates.
The rare-
Literally.
Introduction to reanimation.
Yeah.
Is that taught by Liana?
Yep.
Good.
It is now.
Nice.
It is now.
I'll never meet this lady.
Professor Vest does
Yeah.
teach
Join
that
us.
class.
Yeah. I also am taking base arcane artifacts. Basic arcane artifacts.
Basic
Based
based
arcane
arcane
artifacts.
artifacts.
I was like,
yeah.
you can't read my handwriting.
Yeah,
So-
for the
Yeah. Wake the Past.
Wake the Past.
Yeah.
I wrote that and I was like, I know
Yeah.
Mia's gonna take that.
So apparently, someone in
Our
our
resident
chat
Artifact
is
player.
a workers' compensation intern.
Good for you.
Whoa.
I'm also taking
So
sleep.
they're gonna be the ones in charge.
All right,
I'm
all right,
doing
good card.
Mage Tower. I
Yep.
put homework down. And then I have my extracurricular for art/tattooing.
Hype. Love that. Love that.
Ugh.
Do you
That's
get paid
what
for that too?
Not yet.
I
What?
think it would be by.
She's still learning.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Do you wanna give me a tattoo?
Yeah, as soon as I feel like I'm not gonna fuck it up.
You can fuck it up. I don't care.
Sure.
As long as you cover it up later when you're
Oh,
better.
what? When I get
kind
better?
of tattoo
Absolutely.
do
It's on the fake
does
arm.
Rowan get from Stella?
What are you good at?
Ah,
What have you done?
she probably will she'll pull out her books and what she has right now is there's a lot of line geometric shit right now
Uh-huh.
because she's been trying to translate what she's been learning about walls and stuff that she's learned to cast
Uh-huh.
into what it would look like as a tattoo,
Yeah.
magically. And so there's some arcane weird geometric shit going on.
Yeah, sure. That's rad.
Yeah.
I had
This right here.
quite a bit going on, and then I lost my arm.
Oh,
So-
you gotta get it back right
yeah.
now.
If you just want to
that's it.
add on to this side,
So arcane geometry,
Yeah.
like down his arm and stuff.
Yeah.
That's sick. That's very cool. Can you roll either sleight of hand or performance?
and if it looks bad,
Yeah.
who cares?
Is he a
There's
little
magic. I'll get
dinosaur?
it zapped off my body.
Does he count as a dinosaur?
Arcane.
Yes, you can ask.
Secretly the whole
Secretly,
time.
I was.
Did you see
Whoa,
that?
that's a damn
Oh,
good tattoo.
It's very good. And then my
Almost
performance
best.
for 23.
That's a good thing. You're like you should be.
Yeah.
You feel like you
Yeah.
should take Stella.
How much do I owe you?
No. She goes, if anything, just remember me when you talk to your parents about, tuition.
Right.
yeah.
You know what? I'll go home.
Yeah.
Next break, and I'll be like, Dad, listen,
Look at this sick tattoo I got.
she really needs some money.
Yeah.
And
Poor
you
Philip.
have the money.
She's a starving artist.
Yeah,
Look.
look it.
Look how
Don't tell Mom.
But look at
But
it.
look at it.
Perfect.
At least I kept this one this time, and she helped me out.
Yeah.
You've made it through a year without losing an arm.
Better than last time.
And
Automatically.
Callisto.
The only thing different about her schedule is that instead of one of her classes, she's doing the Mage Tower practice. And then for the classes, I picked all 3 of your staff because I was like, why not?
Yeah.
So it's emergency sequence for the applied computational magic.
If
Yeah.
there was any spell I wanted you to have, it was. Is that the one with the fractals?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what
No,
it is?
emergency-
Sequence? No, that's the one
No.
that's the one that does the counter spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Um,
was really
I
efficient.
forgot about the fractal one.
No.
'cause
You're
it's
fine,
not in
you're
the
fine.
chat.
Yeah. Fuck. Sorry. I'm so sorry. It didn't.
That
fucking
was
go
the one
in.
I was missing. That might actually switch to that one.
Look, I'm not trying
Yeah.
to put you.
No,
look,
I want
I'm gonna be honest.
fractals.
Yeah.
I want a
I
bazillion
wrote that
fractals.
spell. I was like,
A million
Callisto,
fractals.
please. Callisto, please.
She has a arcane word now. She has
Yeah.
13.
Oh my gosh. temporary hit points.
She has 20 hit points now.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
That's
Oh my god.
not bad.
Yeah. 13
Wow.
of them are that ward.
No, yes, but
But yeah, so
Sequence denial.
Thank you.
That was it.
Sequence
That-
denial.
sequence denial is the counterspell one.
Okay, so
emergent,
it is-
emergent sequence is the
It's the
the
fractals.
fractal one.
Great, so I did
Chris
write it
Moore,
down.
sequined denial.
Oh,
Yeah.
just wait! I have
one of
exponential
the
growth
ones
in
where it's
here,
like, it's
and
blue
I
on
can't.
one
That's a
side,
quantum
red.
spell that I really wanted to put in this time, but I decided not to because I was really excited about the other two, and the exponential growth is going to be next year, and it's the same thing as enlarge, but it triples, and then you can also higher level quadruples and quintuples. You can use like 10 spell points or something and make something like 100 feet
Oh
tall.
my gosh, I can Gigantamax.
Yeah,
Gigantamax.
Gigantamax.
Gigantamax Luminary.
Oh my god.
That's funny.
That is exactly what I was thinking, though. That and then the reduced to memory. So circle figures to magic. And then
So you and Ronan are both taking that class together. And
so-
all three of you are learning reduced to memory.
yeah.
And they were roommates.
Mhm.
Used
Were.
to be.
And study
They
buddy.
were roommates.
Roommates. Yeah.
Yeah, there are no stipulations about you guys going into other people's dorms.
Oh
You
no,
can
trust
hang
me.
out.
No.
Yeah,
She's
but
gonna
they're like
replace
all the
people.
way on the other side of the world.
Oh, it's so hard. So
Have you
Just
seen the
take
map
Ronan's
of Strixhaven?
skateboard.
It's huge.
And then the
Gotta travel an hour just to see Ronan and Gwen and Stella.
It takes about 15 minutes because there's carriages.
and then verbal components in the law for some monologue attacks. I figure
does a
it's
little
good to have
shortcut.
like all of the counter spells possible because she has silver barbs, counter spell, and this one.
Free counter spell. I will be denying. Yeah. All right. So during this is coming straight out of the book, and I just want to read it to you guys because of your scrivening and symbology class, which is during the second year at Strixhaven. The characters are enrolled in a course called Scrivening and Symbology, which is held in a lecture hall in the Biblioplex. And the course covers the basics of recognizing, deciphering, and understanding the magic behind arcane scripts and symbols. And over the course of the term, you guys will learn how to tell scribbles and doodles from magically imbued symbols, and you study popular accounts of adventurers who have come across magic-based writing in their travels. You guys are also going to learn about common spells that incorporate writing and symbology into casting. The course's professor is Brenneth Blackstone, who is a Dampier, a Silver Quill professor of Shadow. So similar to he's also a vampire, but he's a Dampier. And he's a rising star in scriptology, whose dynamic lectures are practically performance art. So this is a heavy difference from magical physiologies, which is basically just anatomy, and now you are in this this course that is about writing and symbols, and it's taught almost like an art course. With you guys are also, I'm going to be adding something onto this class as well, and the future required classes. You guys will all be learning a spell when you finish this one. And your first exam at the end of semester 1, you will all learn Glyph of Warding when you guys level up because of this class. So, and I'll be so basically I get to pick a spell that you guys get to learn, and that I'll be giving you guys for no reason at all. But I just think it'll be fun too that you guys will all share a communal spell as well that you all know. And Glyph of Warding
Matching tattoo
kind of
spell
sucks,
tattoos.
but I think it's
Good
it's
flavor.
fun. It
Mom
has
said
some
I-
flavor.
We can ward
Mom
our
said I
dorms.
can have the
There you go.
glyph of warding now.
Yeah.
In
It's
any
my
case,
turn on the Glyph of Warding.
that is where we're going to go on break. So we will be back in a few minutes where we organize everything and play some more Magic School. But before we do that, I want to give a big shout out to our patrons who are supporting us over on patreon.com/arcanearcade. You guys saved my ass this month. Is what you guys did, because what I do with the Patreon fund is it entirely goes into everything that we do. But sometimes it doesn't cover everything, and that's okay. It comes out of my pocket. I love doing this, and I love all this stuff. But this past month, I was like, oh man, I don't got monies. And then I forgot the Arcane Arcade Patreon, and I had already paid everybody, and I was like, and we got groceries. So you guys made me live. Fed the baby,
Congratulations.
and then I lose connection to the internet because you're all too powerful and I cannot read your names. So if you really want to know the sheer effect that you guys have for me reading your silly little names, it's a direct one. It's one that goes straight to me that I go, oh, thank fuck. So thank you guys so much. You guys are the absolute best. I don't have an internet connection.
Neither do I.
Is it your Wi-Fi?
yeah, me neither.
The Wi-Fi's like, sorry, I'm
Wi-Fi's-
focusing on the stream right now. I can't focus on you. Hey, Craig, are
particularly-
we still live? it's booting us out.
It's the Wi-Fi, not the hard.
Yeah. It's the router.
Yeah.
which is right there in that magic box. Yep, that we run on a line all the way over there.
Yep.
So, what are you guys looking forward to your character doing in year 2? I'm just trying to fill time.
Hopefully surviving.
Surviving? You think you're gonna die?
It's possible.
I'm not gonna say that actually.
I'll
Spencer,
tell you that.
Spencer was going to say hoping to get in Killian's pants.
Hey, yo.
Was that what you were going to say, right? Damn, thought it was close.
So yeah, Stella definitely has already gotten a new focus because she feels really bad that she's been siphoning her brother's power
whoops.
for an entire year.
So you have like a little magic wand now?
Yeah, she's trying him out. She's like, I don't think this
have all
feels
5.
right. She's like, I don't know, guys.
It's a staff day today.
Does
Today
this
we
work?
have spell components.
It's like
Yeah,
a
you know what? Today I'm
scepter.
just grabbing weird shit out of a bag, and then the next day it's like rod.
Yeah.
The
What's up,
the
Rod?
orb still goes everywhere with her.
Well, yeah. You like do fushigi tricks with it?
Yeah.
With the orb, it's a fushigi.
Or Stalwart's like,
No,
oh, shit!
stop.
Stop it, I'm gonna puke again! Oh, my God. I thought about getting a job at the Fire Jolt instead of the Performing Arts Society, but I don't know. Do I really want to work at a coffee shop in-game, too? And including out of game?
No.
The Fire Jolt's going through some shit this year.
Yeah.
I was going to do it in year 1. I decided to save it for year 2. And there is now a power struggle at the Fire Jolt.
Oh,
because
nice.
they're going to be shifting the Fire Jolt into being allowed to be student run. Because there's an outcry because the current students who work at it, including Mina and that one girl's name that I can't remember, a couple of other students.
Rubina?
Yeah.
Is that
Rubina.
the requirement? Your name has to end in an Ina to
Yeah,
work
yeah,
at.
yeah.
Mhm.
Are you
His
are you
name's actually
Romina
Ronina.
on the thing?
Ronina.
Mina Lee's like, we just gotta add an A here. Don't ask any
Yeah.
questions.
Okay.
the
Anything for you.
the
I love you.
the person who runs the Fire Jolt, who was a professor, is no longer a professor. Just runs the Fire Jolt, is leaving and isn't doing it anymore this year. And they're like, okay, it can be student run, and we'll choose one of you guys to run it. And so this entire year,
Oh, I
all of them
see.
are at each other's necks,
Oh,
being like, I'm going to run the Fire
Good
Jolt.
time to not be working at the Fire Jolt then. I'll just be buttering popcorn at the movie theater.
Yeah, there you go. There you
for
go.
the rest of the trimester.
Yep.
Are you getting involved in that?
Well, you see, I like having a girlfriend.
Oh, Mina's making you involved. Yes.
Yeah, but I'm not
You're
going
not
for the throne
Competition.
here.
Right. I got the patrons to load. So,
Sweet.
big shout out to Azeraphis for the top rope taking mosquitoes to Pound Town. Posh Kip, Humans and Houses, Droid, Buyer of Plastic Crack, Destroyer of his Wallet, Alexander Cornelius, Benjamin Tennyson, Clancy W. Knox, CyberRock7, Alex, fan of spiders, is having a time playing Baldur's Gate. Having a time playing Baldur's Gate. Trivial Slope, Brokey, Joe Skimo, It's Gwen, Transfemchu, trying to beat BG3 before the podcast. It's out soon. It
And
was
it's
a
long.
It was an hour and a half.
No, it was 2 hours and 15
2-hour
minutes.
podcast. Because, we went hard. Founding Dragons. I'll be founding my dragons if you know what I mean.
Hey,
Ew.
yo.
I don't.
Richard
What does that mean?
Hawkins. What?
No,
You don't get it?
no, I don't.
Oh.
That's fine.
Sitting
Don't
in.
explain it.
What about
when
founding?
a mommy dragon attacked.
No. You have to explain in dinosaurs.
Ah,
Dinosaurs. Sitting in Fallout horror at the thought of radioactive sharks. Brittany Anderson, Leon Kennedy's Milkers. It's always cloudy in Calistan. The Assomancer returns to the Druid camp, ponders the presence of another Assomancer by the weave. No booty blav in sight. Dave the Grand, Joshua Cordell, Lego Builder 899, reminding everyone that the Arson Club is not a real club on campus and you should not join it.
The Arson
Stella?
Club, you say. I look at my repertoire of fire spells.
Do you guys know what Nulf says?
no.
Nulf says trans rights?
J-Bob say Amogus right now?
No.
Oh.
No. Nulf says trans rights.
No,
K-12,
that works too.
Yep, and their long-lost French cousin, sorry, I gotta read it together like this. Kate 12. And their long-lost French cousin, Sealy Doos Newts. Got him!
Wow.
Stupid! Arena the Forever DM, Tax Collector, Craig's Foot Cam Cameraman, or Running to the Potty Shack. Chanier LeBulge, Narf Narf Enjoyer. A bar named Scandal playing AC6 until BG3 on console. Winter Stella, ML Wolf, Brittle Dragon, Lady RB of the Drive-Thru, Protect Trans Homies. The Booty of Blaviken, Booty by name, Booty by nature. Sick
In the
Joy.
Druid Grove? By nature?
It's next to nature.
Or are they in the Goblin camp?
You know,
Did Booty Blav join the Absolute?
Kevin Krupa Jr. Fuck, I can't read this one.
Yeah, you can. Read it.
Bingo.
Sick Joy,
J-
Kevin
Jacob
Krupa
Broke.
Jr. I peed my pants.
Oh,
So
no.
simple yet so effective.
It is so simple and so effective.
So
I'm
brave.
sorry for your piss.
Yay.
You're so brave
I
for
peed.
Yeah, you're
admitting
really
that
brave.
on stream.
Piss caster?
I did pee my pants. That's
The
what we
piss
call the
mancer?
bathroom now. Just go fill up the piss caster.
I thought it was
Rory,
the potty shack.
It is Pie Shack.
can we get away from Potty Shack?
No.
God damn it. Rory Sinclair, Shista, Cy the Owl, Sandman, Coops, Austin Stowell. Why do they call it oven when they oven the cold food about how to eat the food? Redbeard, one load. Nope. No. It's Redbeard, one sack, one load. Death Wolf, Majestic Whalecorn. That was my goof. They did not do that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Get ever on this D. Grandma
Yes.
got run over by a kobold. Small town eye care. The Pinky Life. That feeling when you forget that you had a funny haha name for Arcane Arcade, only for another content creator to thank you in the. It cuts off. I'm so sorry. Pure osmium. Bob said how he made his name
no.
over the long to make the cast read it for no reason other than his own amusement. Reptilian Daedra. Oh. Fuck. Rhombic cause of dodecahedron. Diabetes. Dak Cop here to say funny things the cast don't find funny. Mystical Combat. Venus. Big Hoss. Escape the Goat. Augusta. Ada. King Countess of Lovelace. Schmeepen Heaps. Thorin. Why does the XP to level 3 wizard like Fireball so much? Because it's a well-rounded spell. Professor Dormammu has returned from his sabbatical to Baldur's Gate. He will be leaving again and to try and get to the city.
Nice.
Professor Dormammu. Argus Fallen. Alice Lilybottom. Shirk and Sean. Ninja Janitor. Cleaning up after all the students are playing the new Magi video game. Barden, but I'm literally laying on the floor crying in joy over this game. Duncan York. Zach casts remove curse. No. It says Zach removes course at casts remove course at 6th level. As an action, I drop out of college and gain the disappointed parents condition.
Oh my god.
I cast
Yep.
that spell too. 250 hours of Baldur's Gate 3 and I can't stop. Please send help.
250 hours?
Lacey
You
has
should
over
get Lacey.
300.
That is insane.
No.
Res Storm, Mimi H,
I
Pivot the
wish.
Hood, Mama Love, and Papa Joy, and Josh Travis. Holy shit, thank you guys so much. We will see you in a few minutes. Hey everybody, welcome back. I was having trouble setting up the TV table for no reason at all. It's definitely not an encounter. Even though we have an encounter every day.
And yes, just to get our minis out.
Because what's the point of having spells if you don't get to use them?
It's true.
But I
What's the
haven't
point
learned
of
the
blades
full
and spells if
yet.
we don't bloody use them?
For those playing bingo, I guess you can say
Zug.
there were some technical
Fine.
difficulties.
Yes.
They
There
can
you
figure
go.
it out themselves. They're independent.
Nah.
Alrighty.
Gonna be told.
So,
Yes.
I don't know where I was going
Go
with
on.
this. Hang on.
Go on, DM.
Continue.
It's quite
where are
literally
we?
your game.
Fuck.
Are you technically like the schoolmaster? Because we're not doing dungeons, right? So you're like the
That's right.
the
So he's
SM?
the
I don't want
Is
him
he
to
the-
be the SM.
Is he the headmaster?
Can I
No,
be
Mia.
the big,
The big,
big dong?
the big daddy
S&M?
Big Daddy
schoolmaster.
Schoolmaster. Yes, I'm the Big Daddy
You're
Schoolmaster.
the big daddy schoolmaster.
Hi, I'm your Big Daddy Schoolmaster, Jacob Buds.
I don't consent to that.
Change it on the overlay.
Don't consent to my title.
Nope, I don't.
I don't
I
need
wanna-
consent for my
I wanna-
title.
I don't consent to calling you that. How's that?
Yeah, I want to opt out.
You can just shorten it and call me BDS.
No.
All right.
I see where this is going.
No, I'm actually the
Whips and
Oracle.
chains.
The Oracle.
Oh, I like that
I'm-
better.
I'm
actually.
Jadzi.
Oh, I see. You're an old lady.
Or I'm or I'm an
Or
archaic.
you're one of the
I'm
archaics.
master.
Is the
yeah.
archaic like predicting all of this?
Well, technically they do, yeah.
Yeah.
Because all the archaics are previous
Are
oracles that
you-
have died and then
are
gone back in time to
you-
be one of the archaics. So all of the archaics that currently exist are all of the oracles that could and will ever exist.
Very interesting.
Because Arcavios is fucking awesome.
Are you the Wayne Reynolds archaic, or are you one of the other ones?
Yeah, I'm one of the oracles that was there for like a week and then got
Oh,
fired,
okay.
but he still became an archaic.
Nice.
He's like, I was only there for a week. Anyways,
I was so bad at my
I
job.
was really bad. They had to fire me, and then I became this. We had just left off with you guys starting year 2, picking your classes, picking your stuff, and you guys are also going to have some counselors that are going to be counseling you for the rest of your academic career, which we will be doing next time because I don't have them prepared. So,
Fair enough.
yep, we'll just pretend you guys don't have them yet.
We're just gonna sit here and talk.
What?
Are we just gonna sit here and talk?
Yeah, we're just
Yeah.
gonna hang out.
This
Yeah.
is
Around the TV.
Yeah.
So you guys go to your first classes throughout this week. You guys go to Scrivening and Symbology, and you guys all meet up again on center campus. This year has felt so different already. You're in a completely different side of the campus. You're not seeing your friends nearly as much. You're meeting new people, but there's this familiarity that comes to you as soon as you all meet up in center campus again, and you go to Scrivening and Symbology, which is like just like last year, until the class is entirely different and not at all what Varela Lang was teaching. Now, Varela Lang, that's in the pre-written. It's
That's Willow
Dusk
Dusk.
Willow. Thank you.
Willow Dusk.
Willow
Willow
Dusk was teaching, which was all about dragons and poo monsters and things like that. Now you guys are learning about script and magical runes and symbols and whatnot, and you guys are learning like how to like draw them and various different words and languages and scripts, it's strangely interactive, but you guys have so much that you're doing in class that you rarely like get to like mingle or interact with one another. You're just like doing all this stuff in like this first day of class, and you feel a little exhausted as you come out of it because there was all this new information in your guys' head as you were learning about an entire school of magic that none of you really use. Maybe Callisto gets on the side of like arcane tracings and symbols, and maybe Stella with some of her tattoo knowledge. But outside of that, the rest of you are like, oh, this is a whole area. Yeah, for sure. But there's little to a creative aspect about it. It's like magic baking.
Yeah.
So
Literally
you guys,
how Callisto does her magic.
Yeah.
you guys make your way out of the Biblioplex and heading back into Center Campus to go
that's
to your first practice for Mage Tower. And as you guys are getting ready, like, were we supposed to meet up with Javanesh at the Strixhaven Stadium? And Ronan says, yeah, that's where we're
Yeah.
and
I almost called it Wizard Tower.
Wizard
Which
Tower.
just seems funny to say.
So I did learn more about the rules here, and I'm going to, and by learn I mean I knew the rules. I knew I read the book. I swear I read it, but I had forgotten a few things. So I'm just going to read the dotted checklist that it gives me, so you guys have a good understanding of what it is. So each of the two teams has an equal number of students, usually not exceeding 5. That's some bullshit. It's going to be 6.
Wow.
Each team is represented by a small mascot creature that reflects one of the Strixhaven's colleges, which I've already gone over. When the game begins, the two mascots are placed on high towers at opposite ends of the fields of play. Each team tries to steal the opposing mascot and transport it back to the tower at the end of their field. Doing so scores 1 point. So the goal is to make your mascot as mean and as not wanted to get grabbed as possible.
While trying to grab the other.
While trying to get the other one. Yeah. And the game occurs in 3 phases of 20 minutes each, and the team that scores the most points by the end of the 3rd phase wins the game. Anything that could cause damage to a participant, mascot, or spectator that would damage the field of play in any way is prohibited. Breaking the rule results in expulsion from the game. There's a little bit of that rule I'm going to bend. They can regrow the grass. That's it. You can't. The only thing you can't break is the towers. I'm also going to. No, I'm not going to do that. You just can't break the 2 towers in half or anything like that. That is not.
The
that is
twin
not something.
towers?
Yeah. A second Mallory has
we
hit
can't
the
drive our
Strixhaven
car
station.
Don't say
Why
that.
me?
Our
What did I do?
You're the one that's worried about it.
Never forget.
Fair enough.
Because
You
Mallory
probably
Fire
never
can't.
forget.
Questionable use of magic.
A
can
second
be
Scorching
called
Ray has...
as a foul by the game's referee. I am more on the opinion that, so a faculty member fills that post during the official games. I've now made it, there's like 3 of them. Participants who accumulate 3 fouls are ejected from the game. Teams may not replace participants who foul out. You are only fouled out of the game. You're not removed entirely. You can get fouled out, but you can play again. But then you can't replace them. The other part of it too is that I'm going to be bending that a little bit as well. I like Mage Tower being a little bit like Mario Party, where there's just no fucking rules, and you can kind of do whatever you want. Just so long as what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a buffer for everybody in the game, where I might do a thing where like everybody gets temporary hit points, so that you guys can cast some spells that potentially do damage. Like, oops, I fell and I took 6 damage. You're not like actually like dead and broken. It's just like, oh, it's my resilience, kind of like stamina points. And I think I'm gonna do like 15 temporary hit points for every participant who plays. So there's a buffer room for damage. So it's like, that guy took 1 point of damage, you all are expelled. Or you can't participate anymore, which it isn't how I want to do it. Because, sometimes you fly and you lose concentration. And, whoops.
I feel like you could almost play it as, like, players have, like a magical, shield around them, and
A Halo shield.
a certain amount, and once your shield's broken,
That's a great idea.
you're dead,
Yeah.
unconscious, you're out. kind of thing.
I'm super down with that, and I love that.
Greg,
So,
obligatory Halo reference.
Yep.
Jacob just made it, or Jacob
I
just made
did,
a
I
Halo
did.
shield.
Wow, a
We
round
did
of
it.
applause from Craig in the back.
Mary,
And a rolling of the eyes
on
from
bingo.
Nia.
I only get pain from everywhere. All sides of me. All
Pain?
times.
Halo pain.
Ugh, that's terrible. Tortured with it constantly.
Yeah, Halo is terrible.
I
Jack went.
Yeah.
Anyways, so there's gonna be that buffer of damage. You guys can set fire to the grass. That's something that can happen. It's just the towers that can't be like shattered and destroyed. Which I'm not gonna make them be able to be destroyed. They're gonna be like super tough and powerful. So
Challenge accepted.
Just a casual 7,000 hit
and
points.
no, you cannot suck the temporary hit points out of anybody. Doesn't work like that.
You sure?
So, yep, you'll just get some Halo shield in your
Yeah.
and it'll-
She could try.
Could.
Um,
What if they
which I-
want them
I
sucked
feel like-
out of them?
on the
That's why I
sides
say-
of fouls. On the sides.
Damn.
To me, it's doing it as like a shield. You can use more spells against someone. You can actually try and hit them.
Yeah,
in that
yeah,
case.
yeah. I mean, for sure. There is, and there's also like intent, which is going to come from like
Yes.
fouls as well, which is like,
Actual
does
fouls.
Dawn walk up and try to stab one of them? That's a foul.
Yeah.
Is Dawn trying to like keep them away and then damage them in the process? That's okay, so long as it goes into the temp hit points.
Yes.
The other part is
Can we
too,
put
they're like
storage
questionable use of magic. That is going to be entirely based on how it goes. Here's a thing I'm going to do. Charm person and enchantments are okay. You can
Love
do
that.
That's fine. They're going to be obvious though, and there's going to be ways to circumvent them. That's it. Unless there's something else in there that I'm not thinking of that you're gonna do something extremely questionable to somebody who's playing the game. I'm all for this being kind of wacky, balls to the walls kind of
So
stuff.
the intent's there. You can kiss somebody, You know, or it's a foul if you try to charm them.
And our 2 frontliners are making out on the field.
You said Killian's on the other team.
Yeah.
It is not a foul, but it is
It's
foul.
foul. The referees have deemed it foul.
Quintilius is like, what do you say, Mallory? And she's like, fireball. Oops!
You killed that
I was
guy.
aiming for the mascot.
Sculpt spell, fireball centered on me.
That's the way to go,
Yeah.
honestly.
You may have already answered
Am I
this
not?
question, and I wasn't paying attention, so I'm
No,
sorry.
please. I would love to re-answer it.
Good. Is there a way for us to restore temporary hit points to people? Can we just continually
I will
buff
let
them?
heal them, but you can only have a max of 15.
Okay, that's fine. I'm done with that.
Can you stop?
For what? What do you think I'm gonna do?
Maybe
You
this
know.
is something you'll
Look.
need to think about.
I only have one
Because
healing spell.
it's a question that came up in my mind. I mean, if the goal of this is to give them temporary hit points to act as like a buffer so that we can cast harmful magics on them, I guess like what's the point of that? Because like the point of harmful magic is to reduce someone's hit points, unless the hit points being reduced have some sort of effect on the game.
That's more what it's supposed to be. Is let's say you want to cast Thunderwave to blast somebody back, but you're going to deal 2d8 damage to them. That's what the buffer's there for. Because I want the effect of blasting them backwards, but I don't want to break their arms
Oh
and
well,
limbs.
sure.
That's more what I'm looking at here. That's why I'm saying if you are intently casting Fireball on Quintilius, that's a foul because your purpose was to damage Quintilius.
even if
That
it's
is not
Quintilius.
that's not the point of the game. The point of the game is that you might have a spell effect that does damage, like Mind Spike. Mind Spike lets you keep track of somebody, but you have to do fucking psychic damage. There's that buffer there so that you don't blast their brains.
Okay,
We
I
just
understand.
put the toggle on non-lethal.
Don't cast Firebolt unless you have a very specific thing you want to do with Firebolt. That's basically.
I
what
want
it
to set
is.
fire to the
I guess
grass.
that's the thing. I'm like, oh man, all of my damaging spells only do damage.
That's all
You're-
they do. Well,
You're smart and creative.
there will be ways that we we play pretty loosey goosey. So I'm down for you to warp your spells in ways.
You can do
especially
some
for
area
mage
denial.
power. Anyways,
Set fire to the grass.
I guess. I said,
I was thinking the same thing.
the grass. Watch it burn as we kick your ass.
oh my god, that was great.
Thank you very
That
much.
was amazing.
From the
That was
bard.
amazing. You know what? Flip your coin.
It's already flipped.
Oh, well. So.
Oh, well.
You didn't use it? Oh shit.
You said flip it.
No, you flip it to being used.
Yeah. So, Javanesh meets up with you guys. You guys go to the Strixhaven Stadium, and he's like, "Hey guys, hope your first day is going super great. I am feeling so good today, but I was supposed to be getting our mascot today, and we don't have them, and I don't really know what's going on, and a lot of us here are kind of confused. So
Are you saying nobody's had their mascots?
yeah, nobody. I don't really know what's going on. I'm kind of busy right now. I was wondering if you could check in on it for me, so we can kind of get a head start on it, because some of these other guys have just kind of gave up and kind of don't respect that determination. So I'm gonna try to go, keep our place on the field for the next 30 minutes and try to
Sure.
move our slot around. Mavinda is in charge of all of the mascots. So if you guys could go meet with her and figure out where they're at, then we could get started on this. And he flies into the stadium.
All right, Jav. Well, let's do what our fearless leader says and maybe go find. Mavinda's usually pretty on top of things. It's kind of weird that she.
Anyone else find it odd that in the course of an assault on the school, they are forcing him to pay his own legal bill? Like, oh, I can't cure my broken leg because the school is forcing me to pay them back for the mortal danger that I was put in on their premise. I don't know. I just think.
Don't
about
we
it.
think it's awkward that they're forcing me to pay last year's tuition when they didn't even tell me how to pay tuition?
It's
The
sort
school is
of
bunk.
it's sort of duh.
Maybe the
No,
Oracle's
no, that's
I-
not dumb.
You
I never
arrived-
signed any paperwork.
based.
You
I don't-
arrived
Base.
at school.
Yeah,
Strixhaven, let's go.
so I'm at school. My brother went to school and he didn't get charged tuition. Did you get charged
Did they?
tuition?
They did bring up tuition.
Hold up the orb.
The first day of
Right, the
school.
first
This is what you hear from the Lord.
day.
He didn't get charged tuition.
We all did.
No, where did it go? I didn't get a bill. I didn't sign any paperwork.
Well,
I'm just saying. I think it's
I think
it's
my mom's
illegal.
got the bill.
I don't have a mom.
well, yeah. I mean, it is.
Oh,
it is
well,
Oh
you
wow! What a
No.
what a dramatic
Hell of a thing
lore
to
reveal all of a
say.
sudden.
Whoa.
Are you? Might be a stupid question. Are you saying
Yes, please ask.
like? I'll do it. Just don't hurt me. When I ask
I
it.
won't hurt you.
So like, did you grow up like without a mom, or like was she there and then she tragically passed away?
Or did you
Tragic
hatch out of an
backstory,
egg?
or
Yeah, I hatched
Yeah,
from an
or
egg.
did you hop out of the
yes.
ground?
Like a
Dinosaur.
dinosaur, I was hatched
I
from an
thought
egg.
maybe.
Some people think that vampires pop out of holes in the ground.
Oh. No, I mean, I'm
the
sure that
frog lays
we
out,
we
but it's
came
still-
from someone, but I've been a vampire for like 200 years.
Really?
Yeah.
200 years?
Yeah, I know.
You look amazing, by
Me
the way.
too.
It's all about the
I would have never
skincare.
guessed.
Yeah. Stay out of the sun, moisturize.
We're in the sun right now. Do you have like an umbrella?
Sunscreen, it's fine.
Oh, sunscreen!
Adventure
SPF
Time Marcy
500.
Noel.
SPF, yeah. SPF,
Yeah.
Ixalan.
Catherine has been next to you
Yeah.
for
Oh.
we don't know how long.
Fuck.
Hey, buddy.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Got that?
Hey,
Well-
bud.
Are you playing Mage Tower, Catherine?
I was not prepared for this. I'm so sorry. I
Do you-
goofed.
Spawned him.
He's trying to.
Hi.
Um,
He's in his
My
he's
little
in his,
man.
he's in
What?
his
love him
in
so
his in his little he has like a little robe and tunic.
Oh, what's his uniform?
It's black and green.
He's a
Oh,
Witherbloom
so
student.
And he's
glad.
got some little vials next
I
to
like
him.
your
He just-
outfit.
Thanks.
So you joined Witherbloom, huh?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Someone needed
How's
I thought I
that?
have a thing for eggs.
Oh,
Cool.
Like
yeah.
I'm good with them.
Like you suck them?
Don't.
Sometimes, yeah. But sometimes
Hey, yo.
they're good ingredients. And then sometimes you fertilize them. And then sometimes you.
You
Wait,
fertilize
you
them?
yourself?
I do, yeah.
Yeah? How do you do that?
Why is it so funny?
Now, how do you fertilize them?
You keep them in a nest, or sometimes they go in the ground.
Yeah.
How's
Sometimes
the
they,
swamp?
Made it.
Oh, it's great. I love the temperature and the climate
Any
over there.
Eldritch
It's
Balm
like
trouble?
goal number 1. Don't
No,
fertilize
not really.
eggs.
That's
Not
good.
since you guys fixed it, because you guys are cool.
Oh, thanks, Kat.
Who's your roommate now?
It's you know, I don't
No,
know
their
it
name.
yet. Haven't been to my dorm yet.
Where have you been sleeping in the swamp?
They keep
I-
rotating.
It's the first day.
Oh, it is the first
haven't
day.
checked
That's right.
So I will. I don't know yet.
I mean, I don't know who my roommate is.
I
So.
think it's. You know what? And he looks in his papers and he looks around and he says, "Oh, you know what? It's Aurora. Yeah.
Wow.
Good little
Joined
dorm there.
Witherbloom.
Down here to see him a lot.
Apparently.
You guys playing?
Yeah.
you?
Are you?
Yep.
Once
Really?
Join up with our team.
Who's on your team?
This is not the
Aurora?
hot NPC
That's
I
it
asked
so
for.
far.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah. I asked Aurora and she said okay, and I haven't
Well,
gotten
good,
anybody else.
good luck finding
It looks
more
like
people.
you guys are a team.
we are.
Yes.
Jav and Ash
We
recruited
are.
us.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mhm.
That's so cool. Okay.
I'm
Well,
surprised we didn't get more offers from potential.
so what's it
managers
like to
considering
have
our
the appreciation of a
thing.
dragon?
I feel like it hasn't really won us any favors. I don't know.
There's just a lot of people
Really?
telling us. we're
Yeah,
cool.
Quinn still boos at me, so it hasn't changed much.
Some people think we're
We
cool.
could
Other
do
people think that we should
something
be
about that.
expelled for all the stuff we
We
did.
just talked to him,
So-
told him to not.
You still have to pay tuition.
I do. Which sucks.
did
You
try to
think
talk to
I
him, I
saved
think
the
it twice.
school, I'd get a discount
Yeah,
at
you'd
least.
think that Shadrach Silvercool would be like, you
Guys-
know what, kid, you're good this
Guys-
year.
At least one thing,
Guys,
right?
they've already had to cancel Silk Ball because they don't have money.
I'm one
Because
person.
Stella-
I didn't even go to class last
Oh my god,
year.
is it your fault that Silk Ball's gone?
It was you.
I didn't even go to class half the time.
They had to
Man,
take the silk
you
ball
have to
budget.
do this
You
in
don't.
before
You don't get a
Jack.
discount for not going to class.
Well, I'm just
That
saying,
man
like,
broke his leg defending this.
wasn't me. I wasn't taking up more energy from them.
You
They were
also-
already
You
paying
also
that.
weren't going to silk ball either.
Yeah,
No, I wasn't.
preach,
You didn't
Kevin,
show up.
preach.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not true. I should have
You
half
went
the
twice.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
How could you do that?
Not go to silk ball?
You cost them silk ball.
I don't think she actually
Oh
cost
man, I
them
think
Silk
Callisto
Ball.
building
I
Stella
think-
will work.
I think what it is they
shit.
went, we're going to do Mage Tower next year. Let's cut away a little bit of the fat, and we
I
got
think Stella.
kicked.
I think Stella cut silk ball
Like a
because
silk
her
ball.
not being there.
I mean,
Yeah, you know what? I
it
think
is
it's
a
'cause they-
school.
There were like
Yeah.
2
Where
people who played silk
We're
ball
supposed
that
to
day.
learn.
Yeah, I
thought
learned
it
how
was a
to.
whole team.
I
From
learned
Useful
how to.
things like not Silk Ball.
Silk Ball's fun.
Is that what you're trying to
I'm-
say?
History, rules of magic.
So what you're
Potion
telling me is
making.
that the blessing of this great and mighty dragon hasn't really given you much.
Not really.
Nothing.
Do you want the blessing?
Wow.
I could give it to you.
No, you can't.
we kind of got a pat on the back.
Ronan, only
And,
the dragon can give it to you. You can't. Are you a dragon?
No.
You,
Yeah, I didn't think so.
you know,
You
Kev,
don't really look like one.
you know, Kev, not
don't.
to
Looks can be deceiving.
not to potentially be like a bad influence on you, but I think all of us have found that when it comes to this school, the best way that we've been able to acquire things is by taking them.
Wow.
Mallory, no.
Inspiring words. I was really
I'm
ready
just saying,
to
we
be
broke
rivals with you guys because you got the attention of a dragon and he looks around expectantly and then he realizes he's like, I kind of really like dragons. I am a dragon
Right.
and have connections to them.
But you are a dragon?
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah, a little one. My mom was one, and
Your-
my dad was one.
Your mom was a
And
dragon
they're-
too?
Hey, bud.
Oh, buddy.
I'm a little
Oh,
pat.
no.
It's all right.
Mallory,
It's good
yes.
to know that it's not doing you much.
Is
'Cause I would have been really mad. So
Eh,
I'm glad.
can Gwen insight
Yeah, go
that?
ahead.
Does she know what he
What
is?
is this man?
He's Viashino,
He's a
right?
Viashino, yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Are their parents real dragons?
I don't know. He said that.
It's like a kobold.
Yeah,
thing.
I'm gonna.
It's a cultural thing.
It's a culture.
It's a kobold thing.
It's a title, you know?
Dragon.
Dragon, like D-R-A-G-O-N.
Yeah, let's see. +5. Okay. Let's try this guy. 13?
The fact that he's nearly bursting into tears from emotional turmoil from this doesn't lead you to believe he's trying to manipulate you in any way. He feels very strongly about this.
Catherine, if
Or lie, is what I do mean to.
Catherine, if it makes you feel any better, I had never seen any dragons before I came here.
No, it's okay. That doesn't make me feel better. It does make me feel better, though, that you guys aren't getting some super powerful thing.
Actually, you know what,
That's
Kazik? We've been lying to you this entire time.
You had a
I
tea
am
in there?
so much more powerful now. Once,
Really?
yeah, I tasted his blood, and oh, my
no.
god,
Okay,
it was the
Wow.
best shit I've ever had.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah, high
Yeah,
for
that checks out.
days.
Wow.
Second of all,
Days?
days.
Wow.
Yeah. Too bad you never tasted any because you would have understood.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now I'm like personal pen pals
be
with
crumbled?
him. I send him letters every night, and he answers me the next day.
His stare goes like 1,000 miles long. He's like,
Stella, what's
wow.
wrong with you?
I want a rifle.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You want a rival? Yeah,
That makes a lot of sense.
He's.
I love Catherine.
You know what?
Don't get me wrong.
Go ahead, Catherine. Tell her what for. Teach her a
What?
lesson.
Stella?
Yeah.
I like living.
I'll help you out.
You know,
I don't want you to die either.
you know.
I think I'm just gonna go
He
cry
won't,
and throw
she
up.
won't.
Oh no!
Hey,
You know,
bud.
Catherine,
Patrick!
before
You were gonna rival
Before
with
you go.
us.
No, it's a normal thing. I do it in the freezer. It's fine.
Do you want like a Pepto?
Yeah.
I
yeah.
carry some around with me, you know,
No,
for my
it's okay.
tongue.
It's actually better if nobody sees me because it's kind of acidic.
but before you
Fire
go,
Joe has weird rules, you're like, ah.
you should know that accommodation from a dragon is just a way to seek approval from somebody else, and what you need is to approve yourself.
Oh, I don't think I'm ready to tackle that yet.
Practice
Understandable.
I
makes
seek a lot of approval. I like approval.
Same.
That's the best thing about giving it to yourself. It's free.
Kind of sounds like false confidence.
Yeah.
Oh, it's perfect confidence.
Is that what you do?
That's what I try to do.
Oh yeah, that checks out. Okay, well,
Hey, do you know anything about the mascots disappearing?
Oh yeah, I saw a bunch of them running around on campus.
You
I don't know
saw a
what's
bunch
going-
of them running around
I don't know
on
what's going on.
campus.
Amanda needs to get her shit together. All right. See you later.
Tell
We
Laura I
should-
say hi.
I will.
Oh,
Thank
boy.
you.
He leaves. He walks
that,
away.
maybe?
All of you get a heart with Kethen, except for Stella.
Oh, no.
Remove a heart from Kethen.
I don't think he had a heart with
Minus
Congratulations,
one
you
heart.
got a rival.
That bitch hates you.
Hey, hey, guess what?
I
Guess what?
want a rival. You chose Kethen?
No, look, I told you before this game started. You're like, what do you want? I was like, I want a hot NPC rival. This is the only person you presented to me. Only person.
Javanash was right there.
Javanish is not a rival.
He's a himbo.
Because we've only talked to like 2 other NPCs.
That great. Put her up here.
You guys go to the fire jolt.
Okay.
It's a good amount of lore that I get to explain
Look,
right now.
just because your anthroponormative bias
Yeah,
doesn't
uh-huh.
allow you to see Kethen as
Yeah,
a
for real.
fucking fox. That he is.
Yeah, for real, the player that he is.
Kethan.
Also, just want to point this out. I have 2 points with Kethan now, which means that he and I have a secret handshake.
Ugh.
Because that was the precedent.
Those are the
that you
rules.
It
set.
is. It is. Yep.
So-
Yep. Yep. Yep.
I-
Oh my god, that guy's hot.
You guys go into the fire jolt cafe.
Him, pick him.
Who is that?
Okay, I take it back.
Barista's
I think I have 3
We see him in the
Tillies.
barista's apron. He's got. He's pretty ripped.
Yeah,
He's a Goliath. And Rubina and him are serving drinks currently as you guys walk in. And you're like, who's that? You see his apron, and all of you turn and look at Ronan. Ronan, you don't know who that is. And you look over, and you guys go up to order. And he steps up, and he's just like, what can I get you? Oh, hey, Ronan. It looks like we're going to be working together.
Hey, man.
Hey.
Does he have a name tag on?
Yeah, it's Mineo.
Hey,
Hey.
is Mina working right now? Is she in the back?
No, and he looks down and he says, yeah, I don't think, yeah, she's not today.
Maneo.
I see you here later tonight.
I am.
Yeah, I'll be off my shift then, so I'll have to catch up sometime.
Do you two know each other?
But no, I just started working here. I mean, I'm also first year. Well, I was second year as well, so yeah.
Great.
Same class. Yeah. I'll be seeing you around at Lord Hold.
You playing mage ball?
Mage Tower?
Mage Tower.
That's
yeah.
why I meant mage-
Yeah,
mage-
yeah,
mage
yeah.
tower.
We got a team going.
Yeah.
Rubina and I might be working something out.
Yeah.
And she's over in the back. She's like making a drink, and she puts forward and she looks around towards the rest of you. And she's like, "Oh, hey."
Hey, Rubina.
Ronan's in the
Hey,
corner,
um,
messaging Mina in his little
in your little thing.
spell tone.
He,
He's
like, turns around
who
and
the
he
fuck
sees
is
you
the
doing that, and he's just like-
sculpted man behind the counter?
You send that to her?
Yeah.
Nita,
She
please.
says, "Why? I hired him.
Yeah, who is he?
He's Mineo. He's very nice, and he knows what he's doing."
Can he
I'll
make
have a cold
public
brew,
space?
please.
You got it. And he starts writing it down. And she walks over and she says, "None of the rest of you are looking to get a job here, right?"
No.
Good. Okay.
No.
Mineo's
I'm already employed.
Mineo's our last one here. And he says, "I wasn't trying to force myself in here. I just really like the place." And she's like, "And we're here to have you, okay?" Ronan?
I already work here.
No. I know we already work here. I have something for you, okay?
Oh, okay.
Look,
What's
look. And she's looking across, and she kind of puts her elbows forward and she leans forward and she just says, "I don't want to start anything with you." Okay?
Right. Yeah. No beef.
No. But you need to keep Mina down, okay?
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Keep
All right.
it
At the end of this place, at the end of this year, this place is mine.
Right.
Uh-huh. So you two, stay in your corner. I've been here longer.
You think that I have any control over what Mina does,
I think you have a little bit.
and that I would listen
have
to
some
you
sway.
for that?
I think you have something. All right then, Ronan, stay out of my way. All right.
I'm out of your way.
Great.
cold brew. Thank you so much.
It's very good.
Do you just drink it black?
I find it best to deal with the bitterness.
Ooh, I kind of agree with that, says Maneo.
I like that, Maneo.
Can I get a spiced and ice, please?
Yeah.
Do you know how to make that yet?
Sugar.
Did you tell it to Rubina?
No.
Or to Maneo?
Yeah, to the new
He
guy.
says, yeah, I'm gonna have to. He gets like a little chart out for his big arms. It's like very small in his hands, and he's like, no, okay.
Oh my god, he's like, be for real.
And then he goes over and he makes it and he gives it to you.
Tiny little
The
bits.
cup is like this.
This is what he does in his free time. He's like, how does Jack make his coffee?
Yeah, for real. This guy's mean. If I was hot, if I was hot and knew what I was doing.
Oh.
When you walk up, Stella,
Yeah.
Rubina goes over and slides Maneo out of the way, who's just like, I'll go do something else. And
I was about to
Empty the
add. I
well.
was trying to remember it. She's the one who I feed off of sometimes.
hey,
Hey.
you want to join our Mage Tower team? What?
Do you?
I
already have one?
I would love to.
With these guys?
I mean, yes, yeah.
We have a great
am
team
paid.
dynamic already.
Yeah.
To be honest,
Sorry.
She like looks down and Gwen's eyes are just over the counter as you're sipping it, and she's just like,
Yeah.
buzz off, Gwen.
I guess I am in your way.
Ooh.
Don't pay attention to he's just trying to rile you up. If I had known you were gonna ask me part of Mage Tower, I definitely would have.
Okay, I'm just letting you know that
Yeah.
You should let him down easy, okay? 2 of your team members break like toothpicks.
I can't switch now.
Who's the other one?
Who are you talking about?
If
I
I
know
leave,
that
Callisto's
one
gonna
of them's
die.
me.
She's gonna die?
Yeah.
Who else breaks?
Even a zealot can break.
She's like, I see.
See what I'm up
I
against.
have the most
Yeah,
hit points
yeah.
out of the party.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know, look, we don't have to
Oh,
have this get
your
ugly.
dexterity is.
You know, I think we're both trying for the same thing. That's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Okay,
Don't ruin a
You-
good thing.
if you don't make it to the finals,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll give you half of my tuition cost if we win.
That's really sweet of you.
Yeah,
Just what?
just let him take the fall, and let us win.
Okay. Look. We maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. I can't commit now. I have to see how we
We're
do
like
first.
right there.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Are you saying
Mallory.
this right in front of us?
This is supposed to be a private conversation. Over a counter in a public place. You guys
No,
can't
we're
hear
being
them.
2 feet away. 2 feet? Well,
No,
all the same
Ronan
area.
has walked away.
I still have to order.
Yeah. Calista was like, I was gonna order.
Look.
You just
I'm
think
not
on that,
listening.
Okay. Rubina, I think that it's a very good offer, and that you should go out with me tonight and celebrate the start of the new year.
Yeah, okay, I'm down for that.
Okay. Sounds good. She's
Where are we
like,
going?
There's a party
Oh, where?
in
On
the.
Do you think we'll ever
Which
get to
campus?
order?
Oh.
already did.
Does that matter now?
No, I'm just.
Which campus is she?
It's she's Silverpole.
Pour it in a cup.
They just keep talking.
Are you trying to avoid
That
your
can see
friends?
No, this is my. She's a 3rd year,
Yeah.
and she's just like, I just know that you're in Laurelhold now, so I didn't know if that was like a.
Like a problem?
No, it's fine. I can go. I just wondering. It's not just all at Center Campus now.
That's fair. No, I mean, I was gonna, slum it down in Witherbloom for the night.
She laughs at that. She's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
sounds good.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
down for
yeah.
that? Okay.
Sure.
I'll see you
Sure,
there
sure,
then.
Sure.
I'll leave the pest
Is
at
Dina
home.
gonna be there?
You're not gonna be in the room tonight?
Probably not.
Oh, good.
Good.
No dinosaurs.
Gonna put the lay
No
on the
dinosaur
doorknob.
noises
Yeah.
tonight. Yeah. She goes, yeah, I'm sure she will be.
That's the reason. That's the reason why
What?
I'm happy about her not being.
Yeah.
there. It's
The
because
room
of
to
the dinosaur
myself?
noises.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the room to yourself has nothing to do with anything else.
Nothing.
Oh.
She'll see
Okay.
you later.
What do you want?
What drink do you want, Callisto?
Oh, I didn't even see Callisto. Now, can you take their order? And he's
you
like,
missed that
yep.
beat.
And he comes. He was grinding
so tall.
beans by
Yeah,
hand,
I'll-
and then he turns back around and he's just like, what can I get you? Not by hand like that. Oh my God! He's beating
Grinding these. Just beat the shit out of the beans.
Jesus Christ!
She probably just kind of.
There's gotta be a better way to do that. But
Oh man, this big boy is doing something for me.
I don't know what they have.
Spiced and ice is really
Spiced
good.
and ice.
Cinnamon.
Spiced and ice?
You got it.
Cinnamony.
You got it.
it's a lot
It's
of sugar.
it's Mina's
milk.
creation actually.
Do they do it like hot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could get it hot. It's just
Yeah, it's
but
like
but
winter
it's
outside.
spiced and ice, so it'd be like a spiced and hot.
It's just a name.
Oh, okay.
It says Rubina. He doesn't say that. He's like, and he looks over at Rubina. She's like, it's just a name. I can make the ingredients hot.
The spice and spiced.
Spiced and spicy.
I think I'll just have the lavender matcha. With cinnamon.
I'll just have
And
the
20
really.
grams of matcha instead too.
I'll just have something
Alright.
complicated.
Civil ladder match.
Ice on the side. With breve.
Hey, sir, are you okay?
Yeah.
Did you
You say
Oh,
with
no.
breve, Rubina turns around and she's just like,
Get to work.
don't tell me to get to work.
You're at work.
I'll be your boss at one point, Ronan.
Sure you will.
This is what you want to own,
Fire
Ronan.
Jolt opens. You see Rionia, Rutha, and Quintilius walk in. They go and they find a seat, and Quintilius kind of turns and he looks over the rest of the group. And he kind of turns and he looks back and he goes, boop! And he goes and he pushes him.
Just a little. Just a
Just a
little.
little one. You hit him with one of those?
Well, you know, it does sort of feel in good sport now less venom in it.
Yeah.
It's like a, I don't know, like a parting shot between friends almost.
Yeah, Quinn's a great friend.
Can
Your-
we
your
not
drink comes down,
antagonize Rubina?
And then she washes
being a
you.
bitch.
She gets ice, and she goes.
Valid.
Thank you. Excellent service here at the Fire Jolt Cafe.
I don't want your words. I want your tips.
Your tits?
Yeah, those two.
Rubina goes. She goes.
Mallory was
You
gonna
say
say
that?
something, but
Stella says that. Rubina goes. She turns around. She tries to hide the fact that she's laughing at that.
I'll take it. She takes the drink, like the ice cup, opens the lid, and then pours the drink into the one, and then just leaves the cup on the counter.
Are you okay?
Takes the drink.
Like, Jack, personally, are you
I'm fine.
That seems
He
like
knows what he's
really,
doing.
That's why I was gonna say, like,
It seems
was
personal.
Yeah, was it a
No, that's my drink. I like that.
It's a good drink.
leave the
Drink.
cup on
I
the
don't
counter?
usually do that though.
Sorry.
Ronan and Mal -1 heart with Rubina.
Okay.
We are
you-
That's
haters.
it. That's it. That's
Could
it.
you
We
spell?
are haters.
Could you spell it for me real quick?
Rubina.
I'm just gonna have a vanilla latte.
She's still
there.
No,
I haven't ordered anything.
Maneo's just like, I know how to make that one. And he does. And he gives it to me.
Thank you.
And it's a tiny cup in his big hand.
It's actually like a regular size cup.
Wait, we'll do this pass
You're
off.
still
The size
waiting
to
on your
Gwen's
cup.
hand to his hand. It's like, and it's like, yeah.
Did I close over get her drink?
You know what? No, they forgot, and you have to go remind them. And she's like, and then Rubina blames it on Maneo. And Maneo's like, I'm so sorry. And then he makes, I'm so sorry.
No,
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
That's not how that works.
I'm very sorry.
No,
I'll be better next time.
she's the one in charge.
I'll be better next time. I don't want to get in trouble.
It's not your fault.
It's my first day.
Yes, exactly. That's the point. It's your first day. You're supposed to make mistakes. She can't blame.
Callisto. Can we please not be mad at Rubina right now?
I'm on like thin ice with her.
See, now comes in.
She's looking at you from the back, and she has a cup, and she's going over the steamer. Maneo's like, I'm very sorry. Please just.
She's making the drink right now. Look at that. She's making it
I hope you
right
enjoy
now.
it. I hope you enjoy it. And
I don't even know what she did wrong to the drink. I don't drink a lot of coffee.
She didn't aerate it enough.
Should we taste it first? Are you worried?
You weren't kidding when you said that there was drama going on.
Tensions are high.
Yeah. I think she's broken.
She's not broken. Stop saying that so loud.
Lost it.
And I thought the janitorial pool was a little dicey.
Is there tea there too?
Well,
No.
some
just
people
here.
keep stealing some people's lunch out of the fridge box.
Whose lunch are you stealing?
Or is someone stealing your lunch?
Garrett Apple Hollow brings his own food. Thank you very much.
Right.
And does Garrett get his lunch stolen?
No.
Not yet, at least.
No. Garrett realizes that he should not lean on the icebox.
Right. No cold
Understood.
foods, just stuff that'll stay.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So what is it, like Mina or Rubina?
I think so.
That's like
The Enos.
I don't know. Like Polly and Molly. Like why are they fighting each other? They should just kiss.
Yeah. No. No.
Well, I mean, it could.
You know, I was excited that you weren't gonna be in our room tonight, but I think it's just gonna end up her venting at me for like an hour and a half and then going to bed, which is okay.
No, of course. Yeah.
I think the school year started back up, and it's just gonna keep
You know,
going and going, and eventually either they will kiss,
right? Which is
or they're gonna have a duel, and it's gonna be really cool, and then one of them will come out.
yeah. I'm sorry in advance.
You can root for her. I don't mind.
Yeah, I was. I'm sorry that she's probably gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think that she's gonna? Are you,
Like,
as long as you're not
actually,
involved, I think.
No. I would never. I would never. Just.
Are you sure?
But you.
No, not in this case. Absolutely
Right.
not. Ronan. I solemnly swear. She'll like take her
Can I
hand
guess?
off.
So true.
Hand off.
Well,
Like not my hand, but like
So-
my glove off, and be like, you can just hold my hand.
You go over. I mean, it's obvious. You like say the words and cast a spell, and like
Yeah.
the little rune appears like
We
around
all have to
each
save
of you.
against that.
Everybody
mean,
roll,
technically you
unless
would.
you willingly
What is
fail.
it, a
No, I
charisma
fail.
save?
You willingly fail. It's a wisdom save, I
What's
believe.
wisdom save?
Oh, yeah, I would've failed
15.
anyway.
How many spell points is that?
I think it's a level 1 spell, right?
I think
Sorry,
it's level 2.
Is it level 2?
Oh, I fell.
It is a level 2 spell, so 4 spell points.
failed.
It is a charisma saving throw.
Oh,
Apologies.
charisma.
Yeah, it is charisma.
So
So what is
I'll
your
probably fail.
Your spell save DC, Ronan?
15.
15.
Oh,
22.
All right. You know that
14.
Gwen has succeeded.
Yeah.
You know that. What'd you get?
14.
You Dawn has failed. Callisto?
Failed.
You failed as well, and Mallory failed. So
As the
Gwen,
bard?
you don't have to not
I
lie.
don't have proficiency in...
You cannot.
Wisdom
You
save.
can speak
charisma save.
Oh, it's
a
charisma save?
deliberate lie,
Oh, then I saved.
but you are aware that they have saved.
You were gonna say? Sorry, I learned this
Yeah.
recently.
Yeah, no
I haven't
worries,
got to
no
use
worries.
it yet.
You have a question?
I just need to know you're not gonna do anything to sabotage either of the trances.
Oh, I have no interest in being involved in the petty squabbles.
Do her
Neither-
pants light on fire?
Yeah, that's
Are
that's
her
Ronan's.
pants made of flammable material?
Yeah. Just unfortunately, it is actually kind of boring to watch the squabble of this. I would assume there'd be a lot more bloodshed than there really isn't.
Give it a month or two.
You're sad there's not enough blood?
Yes.
Blood?
You're
Yeah.
surprised by this?
Well, okay, I guess not. But, like, it's a coffee shop.
Quintilius walks over.
there will be blood. Oh
Rolls a
no.
1. Slides his hands over and he just says,
Hey, Quinn.
he has a little bit of a mullet. This
Oh,
year.
no, like
No,
a Gale
no.
mullet?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh,
And
no.
it's small. It's not very long.
like
it's
your
a little
hair.
red mullet, and he just
Little,
says,
like, ducktail?
"Thanks. I
You look great. You look
am
fit.
forming a team for Mage Town, and I noticed that you guys are doing the same. And I just want to say that you're going down. All right.
Kethen
wanna
is
get that
looking.
out of the way.
Kethen is looking for teammates.
Yes.
Yeah, he and
I
Aurora.
don't want to join up with Kevin. He's gross. And he kind of looks at himself. He's like,
How do you feel about Ronan?
"What do you mean? How do I feel about Ronan?
Yeah.
I'm extremely jealous of him." And he stands up. He
He's
says,
like,
"What's going on?"
Really? Why
I don't
are
like
you
this.
jealous?
Did you not
What's
see
happening?
The
Whoa,
glowing sigil in the middle
Oh
of.
shit! What is this?
Not very.
What'd you do to the table?
Not very perceptive, Quinn.
Well, I came here with a goal, and the goal was to say that
You're jealous of me?
no,
So why are you jealous of him?
I'm not. I'm not.
You know, Quinton, I'll tell you.
He smiled a little bit. He's like, I'm not jealous of.
Of who? Kethen?
What were you gonna say, Gwen?
Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told Kethen.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah.
it's one thing to seek approval from others, but when you approve of yourself,
Oh, Gwen.
makes your day that much better.
What are you trying to tell me right now?
I'm saying don't be jealous of Ronan, just be jealous of yourself.
What? To be jealous of myself? That doesn't
Just
make any
wake
sense,
up.
Gwen.
Stare yourself in the mirror and go, look at that foxy lad.
Oh, don't worry. I do that every day. Sometimes I make out with myself.
I didn't.
What?
I hate this. I don't like this. I don't
Still
like
in
this.
the-
I had a goal.
Hey.
I had a goal.
Still in the zone
I
of
came
it.
here to
Are you
intimidate all of
are
you.
you cloning yourself to make out?
He thinks for a moment. He looks to the side and he says, "No."
But I
You're
will.
using the mirror?
But is there sort of this option that comes
Oh,
over his
no.
head and says, "I didn't realize that was an option."
Oh my god.
It's an
How do
illusion
you-
then.
How do you feel about Mel?
Oh, that's what I came here for.
I'm gonna drop the
Leonia
spell now.
and Rutha wanted to.
that's fair.
You dropped the spell?
Yes.
Is it concentration? You have no choice over that. There's no concentration. He says, I came here with the sole intention to invite Mallory into our team because I think you do a lot better with us in our group than the rest of these guys.
Prismari crew?
Look, none of these other guys are Prismari.
That is true.
Yeah. And
Do
you know what
rhyme
you're
when
doing? You're really awesome, and you're super hot, and I'm in love with you. I can't do this anymore. He walks away. He walks away and he leaves.
Oh, you can't run away from danger all the time,
The top of his head is literally like there's flame coming off of the top of his head. And he says, "This will be the end, Ronan!" The entire fire jolt goes quiet. Everybody's staring at him. And Rionya's like, well, well, well. And he's like, and he runs out.
Can we use this spell more?
Oh, I'll do it all the time.
Rionya and Ruth are like,
This is great.
and they're like laughing.
Oh, this is terrible.
Do I? Never mind.
How do you
Yeah,
feel
I'm
about
sorry.
that, Mal?
Sorry, Mal. I tried to drop it, but I don't think that I can.
No,
So
no, that's okay.
everyone keep any.
How do you feel about it, Mal?
Try to,
Do you want to tell us the truth?
I didn't think he would say "I love you" for the record.
No, not me neither.
I thought it was gonna be like he
what
thinks
you
you're
get for
hot,
racking
and
up
I thought
those
that'd be
hearts.
fun.
Unintended consequences.
Look,
I
Mal,
mean, wasn't
I
even
got-
planning for him
I
to come in
don't
the
know.
first place.
you flirt with him like a fish breathes water. what did you
know, I
expect was
know.
going to happen
Kind
to
of the
him?
consequences of your own actions.
Yeah. No, I guess so.
You mean my fire jolt waiting?
I don't know. I guess
There it is.
I guess the reality is setting in now.
You've gotten
At
in a
your-
little deep.
Yeah.
You know, like, very pretty.
I mean,
Quite to be
Quinn
attracted to
isn't
a
a
lot of
bad
people.
I
guy.
guess, but
Did you
like,
just say that she was pretty?
Yeah.
thank you,
No,
Callisto.
just-
I mean, I think that's
No,
fairly
I don't
obvious
know.
thing.
I'm
I
not
think.
blind.
Yeah.
Valid. I
don't
just.
know.
Who else do you think is pretty?
Pretty much everybody here.
That's fair.
I
Little
don't know.
disappointing
I guess
for
I just
myself,
feel
you
bad.
know?
What?
Well, you
Because
were
like
too.
I don't know.
Oh.
So.
I just used him pretty much to get in with Prismari, and now I'm in, and I don't know.
Do you feel bad at all about these things?
I mean, a little, yeah. I didn't think he was gonna like fall in love with me.
What did you think?
I don't know. He just flirted with everybody. He was all over Mina Lee, and I don't know. And then so I guess I just didn't really think anything of it.
He's flirted with Mina Lee and you.
I guess, but
That's it. He's got a type.
Two people with
A
very
type?
strong connections to Ronan.
do you think he might be in love with Ronan?
No.
Hmm.
I think he's made that very clear.
I don't know. He could have some unexamined feelings there.
Right. No, the jealousy is
see.
telling.
Yeah.
I think it took all of his will to deny it the second time.
I think
don't
he
know.
just wasn't actually denying it.
I'll
He was
probably
trying to
need-
pretend it was.
Probably need to talk to Quinn later.
I went back on the stream to see when he casted it, and it was 10 minutes ago. So as of right, I just counted down 30 seconds. So Zone of Truth is now done.
Okay. You need to cast that spell more.
I will.
Okay.
No?
Okay.
No? No. Okay.
We need to make like a drinking game out of this.
Yeah, sure. Not tonight, because I like my chances. So, maybe like this weekend.
Are you going to make dinosaur noises?
Yes.
Gross.
Yeah, definitely.
You want to
Thankful
borrow
we're not
my white
roommates.
noise generator?
I have a very
You, of all people, have an idea for a drinking game.
no.
Okay.
No.
Or a dinosaur
I just had
noise
a
making?
had a thought, a ponderance, a question. You see people's futures when you touch them, right?
I don't like where this is going, Don.
I'm gonna leave that up in the air. I don't know where
Yeah, I don't like where this
Don,
is going,
why?
Don.
I think
the ponderance.
she wants to know if you know anything about Mina Lee.
I do know
Intimately.
some things about Mina Lee intimately,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. There you go. There's the answer.
If your question is, do I see people's future while I'm having sex with them? Occasionally, yes.
That must be an experience.
That probably ruins it. Like the. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Can you turn it off?
No, I cannot turn it off.
Do you wish you
No, you
could?
don't
Yes.
have to be
It's
truthful
better
about this.
here.
You could lie.
Yeah.
You could wear a polystyrene suit. I just like a small thin barrier between.
Layer over his entire body?
Yeah.
He's in a gimp suit. What the fuck? the only way I
Really, do you still love me?
You still love me in the suit.
All right, we're gonna do the most YA thing here right now.
Oh,
And
no.
Mina Lee walks in. She goes over, she sits at the table, and she just says, "Hey guys, what are we talking about?"
We're talking
whole
about
lot of things.
polystyrene
I like your
suits.
new outfits, by the way. I think they look
Thank
great.
you, thank
You're-
you.
yeah,
Thank you.
You're talking about what?
Polystyrene suits.
Why are you talking about that? What's going
Well,
on?
we're just
Because
talking
I
about
asked
a
I asked a
thin
question
barrier
and went
between
downhill.
flesh and, I mean, like, if someone were to try to avoid touching skin-to-skin contact, you could wear a polystyrene suit.
He liked how it worked.
I hope
Well,
you aren't offended by the fact that I'm going to support Rubina in her trying to take over the coffee shop.
Are you joking right now, Stella?
No.
She's trying to.
Regina's actually really rude.
She is.
Rubia?
Have you met me? I'm
talking
incredibly
about?
rude.
she was being quite
What did-
rude earlier.
Yeah, she's bullying new hires. She's blaming them.
Yeah, who the fuck is
Bullying
that guy?
Linneo?
Molin, yes. the
She
new
wasn't
guy.
bullying him.
He's very nice.
He did not get Callisto a drink when she ordered it.
Stella, I don't know if I trust you right now.
Oh, you should have showed up earlier. There was a zone of truth.
You've made your allegiances known,
Do you,
which is a very
would you like me to
deep slight
charm
against
you
me.
again?
No.
You sure?
I'm pretty
Hey,
sure.
hey, hey. You gotta pick a fucking side, guy. Pick a side.
You could also wear a
I guess I do have to
polystyrene
thank you for that,
suit.
Stella.
No, of course, of course.
Ronin's known the spell for months.
You know it's a good spell.
It is a good spell.
It is
It's
a good
great
spell.
spell. All right, enough about all of that. I'm gonna go to class.
Gwen was talking about you being in a suit.
I'll go with you. I gotta get to class too.
Yeah,
Are we supposed to find mascots?
All right, you guys head out, and as you guys
that's for a later date.
Literally, a date.
as
later.
you guys make your way out of the fire jolt, bumping into you, Ronan, is Javanesh. He's like, pfft. He's like,
Oh,
hey,
sorry, dude.
did you meet up with Mavinda?
Melinda, actually.
No, we
Because it
could.
looks like you're coming out of the fire jolt right now.
Oh no.
Don't. It's okay. Don't worry.
You're gonna lose that secret heart or secret handshake.
Stella really needed something here, and I lost track of time, guy. I'm real sorry.
Holding coffee.
He looks at all of you and he's just like, okay, team, let's like make a better use out of our time. all right?
I
All right, cool.
apologize.
I'm gonna let this one slide because it's like day one and whatnot, but like, and I want to stay cool, you know, cool as I couldn't think of something that was
blood?
cool. Blood is not cool. It's warm.
Ice?
Well, Javanesh, you see, what we were doing was we were doing team
Put it on
building
ice, it's good.
exercises inside of the fire jolt.
Well, deception.
Yeah, this group knows a lot about me now, and more than they should.
17.
I don't.
17.
Mhm.
He goes, oh, okay.
Thank
okay.
you
You
so
don't
much.
have to answer.
Yeah,
I
that
just
makes
asked a
sense. I mean,
question.
Ronan works
You
here.
weren't-
I get it. No worries.
Yeah,
Just,
we wouldn't waste your time or our time. We're in this 100%. Isn't that right, team?
Yes,
Thank you, Mal.
Of course.
Someone's
Someone's got to keep these
we
people on a
gotta
short
we gotta
leash.
keep her in school.
Yeah, it's
We
important.
gotta win
So
that money.
we gotta
Yeah,
get
yeah,
your
yeah,
medical bills
yeah.
paid.
Yeah.
We're
Of course.
taking this very seriously.
Thank you.
In
Th-
fact,
good.
we were on our way to go tell Mavinda what for right now because we heard from Kethen that the mascots are on the loose.
Yep, they're running around.
Whoa, that's
Yeah.
that's a new
I don't
development.
know how reliable a source of information Kethen is.
he's
I've
not-
never known Kethen to lie.
He's
He
not
wouldn't
very
lie.
cunning.
That's true.
He's
It's very true.
I don't think he realizes how truthful he is.
All right, good then, team. Good. Glad we're being proactive. All right, sit.
Do we get
And he like awkwardly walks into the fire jolt.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Yeah,
he's
now
here
he can
too.
go get coffee.
He's here too.
Yeah, because he's like,
Uno reversed.
you know, the leader.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So he can do whatever he wants.
he can. Yeah,
Yes.
He can get
and he
coffee.
orders like 3 ice cream spices.
they're great.
No, sorry, 3 pumpkin spice lattes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
With the,
And Maneo's like,
with the
"I don't know how to
secret
make that."
stash.
And he's just like, my guy, there's a stash in the back. You gotta find it.
It has to be on your little book of secrets.
Okay.
Maybe we should actually go find
Yes,
Melinda. I
Mavinda.
don't know how long that lie's gonna work.
Yeah, right away.
You guys, while still on center campus, make your way over towards where Mavinda's office is, and you make your way inside, and the door is wide open. She is currently feathers are all over the floor. She is like
She's been plucked.
Oh my god, she's like a rotisserie chicken.
Oh no!
And now
Did this happen?
Just a plate of Cane's
No.
fried chicken.
Oh my
I just want
with fries.
so I just want to say.
And the secret
I think it was-
Strixhaven sauce.
I think it was last night. My sister just for dinner just had a full rotisserie
Rotisserie
chicken
chicken?
that she just was just eating off
Delicious.
The amount of times
Girl
my parents
dinner.
do that.
Girl
That's what she
dinner.
said. She said
Hashtag
that.
girl dinner.
Good.
So the texture of it.
Yeah.
So slimy.
Mavinda is
Not having a good time right now.
no,
Yeah,
she
she okay?
is.
She was freaking out.
Lost my fucking thing.
Aw.
I looked up Zone of Truth.
Shit, I'm
Lost my
probably
page.
Sorry.
How dare you cast a
Dare you
spell?
cast that spell?
Yes.
Sorry, guys. Okay. Yep. She is currently back against the wall with her hand up like this, and she's like, she turns around, she sees all of you in her big old eyes, sort of look. She's just like, oh, you're all here. This is a wonderful turn of events. Wow.
Is
You're
everything okay?
No! Oh, it's so fortunate that you're here because you guys get things done. And I don't have any time or any ability to do anything, and you're just here. Do you have a free
Now,
period right now?
question, Melinda. Will you pay us to assist with this?
Stella,
Towards our tuition.
stop exploiting me.
You think? No.
What's wrong?
Absolutely not.
Well, okay, so the Mage Tower game, everything that's going on within this trimester is my. I'm organizing a lot of the utilities and whatnot for it. But everything is already going very, very wrong. You see, I need to tag the college mascots on
Yes.
campus, those little magical creatures
Yeah.
that roam the grounds.
They're
We
adorable.
use them as mascots for our Mage Tower games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, okay, good, you're
Yeah,
caught up.
Jabba brought us up to speed.
Yeah, if the deans find out that some of the mascots aren't cataloged, my reputation is going to be ruined. I'm not going to
Really?
get fired, but it'll be very, very, very
I'm not gonna
bad.
get the Fane treatment.
Ugh, I hope not. I desperately hope not. I corralled all of the mascots on an island in the Sedgemoor, as I normally do. But before I
problem?
finished cataloging them, a half dozen escaped and vanished.
Oh, so we need to,
This never happens. I don't know what happened.
so we need to hunt for mascots in the Sedgemoor.
This morning, I heard students chattering about mascots causing a commotion on the outer grounds of the Wilford Hall. It was mostly Kethen. He grabbed like 3 of them and gave them to me, and they're currently. She
Good with
opens a
eggs.
drawer, and there's like 3 pests that come out. She's like, I don't know what to do with them currently.
Sure.
They're fine. They have a blanket. They have snacks.
Oh my god. The AC is on. He's listening to his favorite music.
They're like cockroaches. They can survive like anything.
No, really though.
So she pulls through her bag, and she pulls out a cheesecloth sack filled with small woven bands, each embroidered with a number. And she says, each of them must be tagged with these bands, but I can't do it myself. At the start of classes, I'm buried under work. There's a giant pile of papers next to her. She says, I've seen how you handle yourselves. I'm impressed with so many of your skills, and I'm so proud of all of you. Just could you head to the Wilford Hall on Witherbloom's campus and discreetly slip these bands to every mascot that you find? I'd be so much more grateful, and what's more, I'd owe you a favor.
So you said that Kethen got 3 of them, and there were half a dozen that escaped. So there's 3 left.
I think, yes. So much of what's accounted for, that it's just that they should, I rounded up a good amount of them. Can you, and she hands the pests over to you, Mallory. She's like, can you take them back?
Oh,
And they're like-
I love them so much.
I like.
These ones are a lot more tame
Stella.
than the other ones that you have interacted with. These ones, one of them is kind of just walking up your arm,
Yeah,
and then one of them like crawls into you, and one of them's like snuggling
I
into
don't
your,
know, I think
into your
one of them.
neck.
I think one of them Mallory's like, oh god damn it, it's so ugly, it's cute.
Yeah.
It's like it has multiple eyes, and one of the eyes is
know
saying is
what?
like
Okay, maybe.
You know what?
Maybe don't do that.
It's kind of fitting.
circular mouth.
Good
It's
boy.
like
Good boy. Good boy. Ow, no, stop. Okay, fine, sure. We'll do the thing. Right, guys?
Yes.
Mine-
Right,
that
team Mage Tower.
Yeah.
Yes.
We need to come up with a better team.
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 Not again.
Team.
thank you so much, all of you. I don't know what this
No.
place would do without you.
Apparently, loose pests
Okay, so we're moving on.
Let's go to the
Sorry.
Sedgemoor, y'all. Catch and release.
Yeah.
It's late.
Or actually, don't release. We gotta put the collars on them.
Yeah, it's catch and catch.
Catch and catch.
Catch and
Yeah, Pokemon.
Gotta catch.
Is it? Oh yeah, I guess I should have asked the clarifying question. Is it just pests, or are there more?
No, there's all
Spirits?
kinds.
Sedgemoor.
And they're kind of they're not in the Sedgemoor. They're sort of scattered. Well, the Sedgemoor, yes, but sort of the closer towards the campus Sedgemoor, not just the swampy part of the Sedgemoor. More near Wiltroot Hall. Go to the Wiltroot Hall. There's students running around over there. Go check that.
Well, if they're a bunch of pests, that would be easier to wrangle up. But if it's like spirit statues and elementals or inklings, we might be in a bit of trouble.
One day you're getting a commendation from a founding dragon. Next day you're wrangling pests.
Just another day at the office.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Welcome to
And
Strixhaven.
Maybe they'll give us another one, and it won't mean anything.
Yes.
Yet again.
Let's get one from
You
all
know-
the founding dragons.
Every
then
single
we
one.
Have,
One per year.
And then we
You'd-
have.
You'd think
the,
that,
You get
you know, a
Ugin.
school suffering from a recent
Name
devastating
drop Ugin.
expose
Yes, she can.
into the safety protocols would try just a little bit harder to keep their giant sporting event safe. And
I mean, the mascots are loose. It's not like they're killing people.
Yeah, the worst thing Inkling is going to do is like spray ink in somebody's face. And then they go blind and fall off a bridge. And
It just
Yeah,
seems
yeah.
more like somebody's either not taking care of their job, or there's somebody who's actually, trying to sabotage, which wouldn't be surprising.
yeah, for real.
This place?
That
But-
could be Oryx stuff again. I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean,
It could be Quintilia stuff.
It
You
could
know what I
be.
mean? Could be Rubina stuff.
I don't think Quintilius is cunning enough. Bless his heart.
as you guys are walking out, you do sort of crossing paths with you, turning around a hallway, sort of walking very sternly. You do see Kelly. As he walks in, sort of in the direction of you, he looks at all of you and just.
oh, hi, hi,
every
Killian.
single character.
Hey, Kay.
Hey.
Are you here to also ask one of us to join your Mage Tower team?
No.
Cool.
Do you have a mage tower team?
Yeah.
Sorry, every
who's
person
on your
who's
team?
talked to us today is asked.
Quintilius?
Oh.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I don't hate him as much as you guys do.
Well,
I don't hate him,
is
he
a
hates
strong
me.
word.
Yes.
So you don't hate him?
I don't.
Oh, not really. I think there's a good boy in there somewhere.
I just don't like people who don't, are
Good boy
rude
with
to.
a mullet.
Who
I
has a
think he
bullet?
tries awfully hard.
He's trying something out.
Trying to find
I-
himself.
You
It
know
was
what?
sort of
Everyone
becoming.
has an
Yeah.
ugly hair face, except for Mal. Her hair's always been perfect.
Thank you, Robin.
That's because she
Thank you,
changes
Ryan.
it like every day.
Is Mavinda here?
She's
Melinda's
very put
back
out.
there.
Why's she put out?
Well,
All of her-
She's, like stressed.
Yeah, the mascots are kind of loose. She's freaked out about it. Doesn't want to lose her reputation being a.
Is that why Dina was covered in ink this morning?
We should talk
probably,
to
yeah.
Dina.
We should talk to Dina.
You know where Dina is?
that could very well be.
Witherbloom campus, probably.
Where are you?
I don't know where Skip.
Ventured that guess.
Where are you? Where are you off to?
I need to talk to Mavinda.
Why?
I have some classes to move on.
Oh, what's on your schedule?
I just didn't know my father wasn't going to be here for the first trimester.
You
I
didn't
need to
know?
move some classes. I didn't know.
You can take PE with Stella and I. We're going spelunking,
Yeah,
We're
crawling
going to go
up
cave
walls.
diving.
That's me. Going.
You don't want to
Sounds
try it?
horrible.
We do
No.
other
I
things. We like
agree.
do yoga.
Yeah, jumping jacks.
And sometimes we power walk.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Nice
what are you
ice
taking
water.
instead? What are you
I don't know yet. I
Yeah.
have to find out.
what are you shuffling? What are you dropping then?
Some classes that my father prepared me for that he was going to teach.
I mean, are you saying that you don't think the other professor who's teaching it can keep up with it?
No, I did my schedule.
I was gonna say prof,
Prof.
and then I was like, oh, I should say professor.
Yeah, my,
Jackie Daytona.
I worked out my schedule at the end of November
Yeah.
for the next year. I have most of my schedule planned out for the rest of the year. I just didn't. I forgot. Now I need to switch some around. My father had already told me what classes he was going to teach, and he's not teaching them this semester. I think I do need to thank the rest of you, though. I think without your help, we wouldn't be here anymore, and neither would I. So thank you.
I mean, it's only fair. You guys were wrongfully all of that nonsense.
The Auric went after the best. Sometimes you suffer from success.
And I guess you owe us 2 favors now.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Roman.
I'll just remember the one favor.
Do you owe all of us a favor, or is it like 1 favor per person?
I don't really exchange like that.
What does that mean?
I mean,
I just don't. Look,
Are you saying you're not a person of your word? You
Stella.
did
I
just
mean, that's-
tell
I
us.
did my word anyway.
Did just
I mean,
tell
you did
us.
that.
I've implied that I
You-
maybe owe you something.
No, you straight said.
I mean, would the best shirk their responsibility? And then know
Oh,
what
it's
to
really
do?
cute when you try to work
We have
around
to-
words against me. I think that's fine.
Mascots that we
No,
have
I'm
to go
just
catch.
saying, as
Yes.
someone who is as intimately involved with Magi Arcana law, that you would understand.
Those were big sounding words. Those were
They
good.
were.
Those were
I'm
good.
very smart.
That almost confused me.
Well, I almost got
Nice seeing you, Killian, but we have got places to be.
I want to thank you for what you told me back in the vault. It was something I needed to hear, and something that I'm going to think about for a long time, and it's going to make me stronger. But you should know, I still have the utmost respect for my father.
Sorry, what did Gwen tell you? I was like, starved at the time.
He walks away.
Hey, Killian,
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
you'll see you in Dueling Club?
Yes.
I'll see you there.
Heads out.
Try and play nice.
I was playing nice.
No, I'm trying to play
oh,
nice.
I was like, I am playing nice. I didn't threaten to
Compared
bite
to-
him once. Not once.
I think mentioning that you were blood starved it doesn't really like.
Well, I was just trying to explain why I don't remember. Because I didn't want to play that he was boring.
There's definitely an opportunity open to get a heart with Killian, but I don't think that's there yet.
No, I know. But that's right. That was to open the door. a
Yeah,
little
yeah,
bit.
of course, of course, of course.
So, we should go talk to Dina.
Yeah,
Ah,
it's a great lead.
Cool.
She seems to know what goes on in Sedgemoor.
I mean, Killian said that she was covered in ink.
That's also very true.
And she is also no. Is she no?
What?
I thought that she was on Catherine's team, but that's the.
Aurora.
No, that's Aurora.
It's Aurora.
I mean, Aurora might be there, might know some stuff too. And I'm not just saying that because I want to go see her. So,
I mean,
You can go see her.
yeah.
Like,
But
Doesn't hurt to ask around. So, let's go,
just
I
because
guess.
there's no zone of truth doesn't mean we don't need to be truthful with each other.
I'm being truthful.
we're gonna
Exactly.
I don't have to lie. Sometimes it's better to not lie and
Do you want to go see her? We can just go see her.
Bring out Aurora! Bring out Aurora!
Weird frog.
let's go talk to Dina.
We're at our time, but you guys get 5 more minutes. You'll get 5 minutes with Aurora, and then
Good.
we'll
Oh
get
my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Before we go and
Do-
wrangle some
do it.
pests and stuff off camera.
I guess.
Yeah. We're gonna pick up next time
So
with
you
you guys
say.
doing that.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because we just ran out of time today, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I have more room
Oh,
within
cool. I
this
wasn't-
semester and whatnot.
I
So.
wasn't sure if.
No,
this
we're not gonna
was-
do that
This was a
today.
1 for or not.
If we had gotten to
one
that at 9:50, maybe, but honestly, I was kind of vibing with just hanging out and role playing in the Fire Jolt, and I was like, I'm fine with this, to be honest. We'll pick it up next time.
By the way, I hope it wasn't too awkward.
Oh, no, you're fine.
Okay, I just
No.
want to make sure.
No, you were too awkward. Made me very uncomfortable.
Okay.
Get that.
Chris is like, get fucked.
Get fucked,
Yeah.
actually.
12+ ratio.
Well,
Where is she?
Yeah.
Where
There
is
she-
she?
You guys make your way over towards Witherbloom campus, and kind of nearby, they kind of finish off a
I want
class.
to see her closer.
Yeah, you can see her closer. You guys see
I'd like to use the-
Kethen. You guys see Mel with Thorn.
Got the mom eyes now. I'm like,
That reminds me of that picture that Jacob always shows of you.
Oh,
Bring that up.
The one with you in the glasses,
Sorry.
and you're like, that is the funniest shit. Oh,
fuck all of you.
you guys see Nina.
We love you. You're the
Oh,
best.
sweet
Cute.
baby. I love Nina so much. And you guys see.
Almost went Witherbloom
Take your
just for
girlfriend.
Dina.
You guys see
Why didn't you?
Kethen.
Because
Got a lot
she's
of
just
druids
Wither.
here.
Well, you're on
It's just
Witherbloom
not-
campus, so I mean,
Yeah,
like,
it's all the
Witherbloom command over
Yeah.
here.
yeah, they're all like
One
walking
of
up.
them.
Are they all just skittering?
yeah, she's
They're all in their circle.
Oh yeah, they're in the cool kids circle.
Oh God, they're all
And
so much
We're
cooler
on
than
their
us.
turf now.
No,
said
Maybe it's just time to end.
Somebody, you guys better.
Power.
Oops, I cracked the power. And then I'm going to turn mine on.
Roman Scion of War.
Hello, everybody. I know it's silent for a
I
second,
also
so
turned mine
we're
on.
trying to check the crackle, and then Jack, turn yours on.
I did.
Oh.
Spencer,
I
turn yours
already
on.
did.
Grace, turn yours on.
I turned mine on. I'm
Mia,
sorry.
turn yours on.
I also.
Tyler,
I
turn
didn't
yours
realize
on.
we were supposed to do this in order. What?
What?
It's on.
We're all clowns.
Yeah.
Did we
Clowns.
fix it?
Okay.
Huzzah!
We got called. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I don't.
You guys pull up to to Witherbloom, and it's a little car. And you guys.
Oh my god.
And
Lemons
they
and
just get
car.
out of class and they're all like walking and looking and talking to each other. Aurora kind of walks up towards the rest of you and she's just like, "Oh hey, hi, hello," and then Kethen walks up and just says, "Hey, do you want to?" Oh, I forgot you have a team. Never mind.
Flattered.
We
you
did
wanted
get
to
Mel with
ask us
Thorn
again.
though. Melthorn's like, "I will be joining." the team."
Nice.
Good for you, Mel.
We have a similar name.
We do. Mel and Mal.
Yep.
Oh no.
And then
That's not
Dina
confusing.
walks over, and she looks fine, but like the leafy like clothing that she's currently wearing is like stained black. And she walks over to her hand is like dripping with mud, and she's just like, "Kethen, you left your specimen." And he goes, "Oh yeah, that's right." And he walks over towards it, and he grabs it, and he pulls it off, and he just. What do I do with this, Dina? And she's just like, "That's your creation." And it's just like dripping mud. And he's like, "I gotta get better at this." And she's like, "Yeah." "Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hi.
What has he created?
What are you guys all doing here? You're not taking Witherbloom classes right now? What's happening?
Oh,
Not-
no.
Oh.
Um,
You guys get lost?
no. We heard.
You guys need weed?
Yes.
No.
Not-
No. Stay
not
on
why
task,
we're
people.
here,
Stay on
but-
task, you miscreants.
So Dawn came.
Gold.
Dawn came to see Aurora. Also came to see you.
I mean, yes, but-
apparently you ran into an inkling.
Yeah, there was like a winkling.
winkling?
A
winkling of the
There was an inkling flying around the Wiltroot Hall, and I ran into it on my way to class,
And that's
and it
that's it.
was exploded.
It
It
exploded.
died. I'm just kidding. It didn't die. It didn't die. Oh, the look on your
Oh,
face,
good.
though, Callisto.
That was a Mage Tower mascot, so
Yeah.
I'm glad that
Oh,
it's probably
no.
still
Did
alive.
you
She's like,
like
anyway.
catch it or?
Is it like in your? She's like,
Look, I don't know how these things work. And she like pulls it, and she's like, "Do you know how this?
It went in.
Is this it,
Could,
is
Dawn? Is this it?"
I don't work with
Killian won't
yet.
tell me.
oh,
I mean,
he is-
probably part of
I think
it.
he's
I
actually like
assume.
embarrassed of how inklings work because I think they're just ink.
he is a native
They're not
Mystery.
like the manifestation of
I-
the written word. I think they're just ink guys.
I think they are just ink guys.
yeah.
So that's probably part of it.
Could,
Ew.
could Mal try and like prestidigitation?
Yeah,
her
you
up?
you do it and it like,
If
but
I
it
may.
doesn't go. Yeah, she said, "Oh no, please." You do it and then it like lands on the ground and she's like, "Okay, now what? Well, it's off me. That's fine, I guess."
Just cover it up with dirt.
Dina, can you just turn it around? Make sure we got all of you.
She goes around. Yeah.
Give us a twirl. Give us a twirl.
She attempts to twirl.
You can do it.
She gets a 14. She does. She's like, ah. She
There's
does like a little
potential
twirl.
there. There's potential there.
She's like, yes, I minor in Prismari. I don't.
You could.
I don't think I think I've taken one Prismari class.
I mean, same.
Oh, you guys are second years now. None of you are Witherbloom.
No.
I know.
What
I'm
was I
surprised
doing with
these
our
two.
nasty, gross swamp.
I don't know
His
what
Swamp
about
is
the
cool.
nasty
Think of
gross
those-
swamp could possibly
yeah,
dissuade
So
me.
much learning and opportunity.
I've
Yeah,
taken.
every other college, by the way, nobody knows this about Witherbloom. Every other college, they've got a ceiling, okay? There's only so much written word you can read. There's only so many dances you can come up with. There's only so many caves you can go deep into, but this, she pulls up a bunch of mud, infinite possibility.
There's
I
only
There's
so-
so much we don't understand.
Witherbloom's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That's why it's like
What
half.
does it taste
the,
like? Probably
It's
tastes
like
like
half-
opportunity.
half the classes I take, honestly.
I'm
Yeah.
taking the Witherbloom class this semester.
Yeah.
Can I have anybody's hair?
Sure.
Sure.
I get Ronan's hair all the time. Can I have somebody that isn't Ronan's hair?
Why do you
Because
Sure.
like,
I mean,
yeah, you
She
know.
asks for it when
Oh,
I
I
come
get a
buy
choice?
stuff from her.
Are they different? And she like takes
Probably,
she's
actually.
like in
It's-
your head. And she's like, and she like pulls you in. She's
Ah.
like, you mean the it, pink? And she
Ah.
takes a black one and a white one. She's
Yeah.
like, ha, 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 ha,
Do you need
ha.
more hair? Or?
Don't be surprised when suddenly you're
I will
replaced
take
by
free
a
hair.
body double or something.
Okay.
What?
Oh, you have nice hair.
Why are you taking hair?
It's for an experiment involving reconstitution in some kind of DNA thing. I'm not really certain. I just need to get a lot of different specimens so I can see if they hold up to the same amount of. Because mine doesn't really work. I mostly have leaves, but I'm getting as many samples as I can to make sure it works across a wide spectrum. And you guys aren't from Arcavia, so I really wanted to know how this works.
let me know if something happens with mine because
Will do.
there has been some weirdness with me and stuff, and people trying things and almost killing them.
Yeah, she looks down, and she has the white one. She has like the tealish blue one, and then there's just ink dripping from her fingers. She's like,
Okay, the black one's gone.
Well, you have.
The black one.
she does it
melts.
again, and it just melts.
Oh.
She's like, ugh.
Don't put that in your mouth.
Whoa, that's
Okay,
crazy.
I did not know that.
Wow.
Don't.
Are you an
I,
inkling?
I would almost imagine that
Are you a
the
saint?
that the ink on
Yes.
the ground that
Yeah.
from the hair that goes back to me, and, like
Oh,
it gets
yeah, yeah.
reabsorbed.
What the fuck? You're a half inkling. That's crazy.
Apparently,
Are you the Inkling mascot?
Is it your hair?
Are you gonna be our mascot for Mage Tower?
They'll be so confused. They'll be like,
so
where is it?
confused.
Very true.
yep, there we go.
They'll be like,
That's what it is.
it's
now.
against the rules. We can't find it. I'm like,
I
it's
say-
Yeah,
her.
there are a
Technically,
bunch of
an inkling
mascots
can't
running
play
around
Mage
Wiltroot
Tower.
Hall, and
She's
they're
actually got
causing a
pear-shaped
scene. I don't know what's
Well,
going on over
we
there.
better do something about that.
Is that what you guys are here to do? To do something about it?
Yeah.
Well, we're here to collect them and bring them back to November.
So yes,
Oh.
Melinda.
Muffin.
It's
Melinda.
No.
Melinda.
It's
Melinda.
definitely Melinda.
No,
okay?
it's not.
I don't think it is.
No.
Anyway,
I got
thanks.
free period. I got nothing to do.
Do you want
Do you
to?
want to come with us?
You know what? Sure, I'll come with you guys. Kethan, do you want to come? And he's just like, I have homework. And he's like, you should do your homework.
Good boy.
Aurora, what are you doing? She's like, I have the hurdy-gurdy to play. I have hurdy-gurdy practice.
You
Hurdy-gurdy
can practice
practice.
with us in the
Malithorn,
background.
do you want to come? And he's like, okay, I also have a free period. And he's like,
Hey.
yeah, this is
Melon
fun.
Mal.
This is cool.
She like
This is
holds
great.
up a fist for
But-
him to fist bump.
by the way,
any-
I'm standing next to Aurora, but like awkward.
Yeah.
It's all
She is
awkward.
doing
You
the
two,
same thing.
you two haven't spoken to each other.
We have,
She
but
said hi.
but yes.
Oh boy.
But it's also
one
like
of those.
you can also like tell that like I think like probably both of them like want to
Anything to get
like hold hands or something, but both of them are like so awkward about it that they're just like not doing it.
Strixhaven, Arcana Academy,
It's
I
a.
think-
where
it's-
you can have awkward lesbians.
I think
I would
Aurora
want
go to
nothing
hurdy-gurdy
more.
practice, but
It's
you
the
know.
first day. You
Should go
should
together.
practice and hang out with us.
Yeah.
Or Dawn, you should go to hurdy.
What was
Or
that?
Oh, there we go.
yeah, Dawn, you could go play the
Bark
hurdy-gurdy.
inspiration, Stella.
Hey, thanks.
Take a 19. No, take it. No, take a 19.
I love it.
Put a D.
No, 17.
Six.
Sorry.
Whoa.
17, but still.
Holy
17
fuck.
plus 4 would be
21.
21 plus persuasion,
And
which
she's
is
a gold dinosaur.
27.
Oh, advantage.
She said, she goes, oh, okay, all right, yeah. Okay,
hurdy-gurdy
yeah.
can
Is that okay? Okay.
The hurdy.
Besides, we need all the people we can because we're trying to find some.
Why
very
why
small
don't
thing-
you come? Why don't you come play this hurdy
And
girly?
it's like
Out of here, Gwen.
No Nobody
you still
pay
have to
attention
leave
to
room for
this.
Jesus.
Yeah, we
There's
we'll
like
leave them
it's
towards
enough
the
space for
back.
like 3 Jesuses.
God damn it! Whoever sits here, it was first it was Colton. Now it's Tyler.
I'm telling you.
That's great. No, I love it. Mel Thorne's like,
This is
I will
the
wrangle the
lesbians.
pests. I've wrangled several.
Oh,
It is my goal this year
speaking of
to find
pests,
Blex.
just
He's a
Wait, hey,
very
we
No,
gotta
those
hang on
are
to those.
those are
they
the.
said to bring them back here.
Well, we gotta return them to the pen.
gotta be tagged.
We can't just let
Oh,
them
there's
go.
Those are our mascots.
Yeah, don't put that.
I thought she just meant put them here.
No.
Can I have one?
No, they're from Mage Tower.
Aw.
Sorry, they've got little collars on. See?
Yeah, they like train those ones too.
Yeah. This one says 7.
I have one too.
This one says
You can have
9.
it, though.
Aw.
I don't know what it means.
Do you know where Mavinda's
That one joke.
Don't let 7 eat.
mascot island is?
Where they
No.
4 pigs and
It's in the
one of them
Sedgemoor
has, like, a 5
somewhere.
on
Yeah,
it.
but
Yeah, no,
she
really.
told us when she.
Sure about
but
that.
she didn't
Yeah,
say
I think
where.
they just need to be tagged, right? That's what they do.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
need to put
And
the
it's
Oh
fine.
yeah, that's right. We need to put the tags on
So-
You
it.
just gotta put tags on. You really gotta
release?
sneak up on them. The pests, the other 3, you know, the inklings, whatever. But like the pests,
Can you like speak to them?
there's a reason they're called pests, all right? Melthorn's like, I've been looking for Blex. I will find him by the end of the year.
Why are
Blacks?
you looking for blacks?
He is a specimen, a powerful specimen. I will use his extract
Stop.
to form a
No more.
perfect
No more.
potion.
No more. We're
Okay,
done
Mel.
now. We're done.
Are you
You do not
uncomfortable
want to hear
still?
about Blex.
No, I don't.
I understand.
How about
Witherbloom is not for everybody.
It's
you
not.
you how about
He's an
how about you
infamous
stay away
black
from Stella
pest.
and you can tell me about blacks. Come on, let's go.
He's making
I would
Stella
love to regale you with stories of
He
Blex.
I
pulls
would
out
love to be
Playboy,
regaled.
except it's just
I have read
blacks.
so many journals and entries
Is
about
that
this
so?
mysterious predator,
Wow,
a pest overgrown,
that's so
too
interesting.
long in the Sedgemoor.
Wow, you're
And
so
now,
fake.
it sounds like you are entertaining me.
What?
It sounds like you are falsely entertaining my
I
thoughts.
would never. You've read so many journals and excerpts about the blacks. I mean, he's a legend. I mean, he's what, like the biggest pest that anyone on Strixhaven's ever seen?
Yes, and then he continues.
Yeah, see?
He's an anomaly. I wish to find him. In a way, I relate to him. I too am an anomaly.
An anomaly, huh?
I have power, like he does.
Oh. Oh, you're a powerful anomaly.
Yes, it's why I've come here to study. I am the smallest of my family, and I will grow to be the largest.
Wow.
My father is 26 feet tall. My mother is 30. I am only 6.
Well, you're much taller than I
That's
am.
rough, buddy.
Indeed I am, little
Yeah.
one. But you have the potential for anything,
I
as
don't-
small as you are.
I don't think height is in that.
The smallest seeds become the largest trees.
That sounds like something you would say.
I don't understand this reference because I'm more into eggs.
I thought you had
Got
Hey,
that.
don't you have
homework.
class?
Oh, I forgot. Oh shit! I'm late.
With his pile of mud.
So he runs and he slips on the ink and he goes,
Oh
"Oh
He reminds me. That's it. It's Monster Kid from Undertale.
no!" Yeah. Anyways, you guys go with Dean and Melthorn to go round up all the pests.
And
that
Aurora.
was our game. Thank you everybody for joining for tonight. This was a good time. I liked having more of a role play session. I'm
Me
sorry we didn't get to
too.
do combat.
It's alright, the memes didn't print out because the
Memes didn't print
printer
back
was
stuff.
being
For next
funky.
time.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Don't
So
go on Twitter. Ever.
okay, I won't go on
Oh,
Twitter.
you mean
No.
X?
No.
No.
I reject.
The app formerly known as Twitter. That's what I'm calling it
The
now.
fact-
The artist
Well,
formerly
that's
known
what
as-
its
Yes,
fucking
as
name
Twitter.
is.
The fact
guys.
that Muskrat has to say Twitter, X, formerly Twitter, it's just like my boy, my dude.
We are gonna have some Witchlight tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
Fun.
come on and slam and welcome to the jam, basically.
Come on.
I had something else I was gonna say and I can't remember what it was.
Good night.
Everybody thank Craig in the chat. I want some thank you
Thank
Craig
Thank
in
you,
the chat.
Craig.
Craig.
Thanks,
She
Craig.
fucking
Congrats.
popped off.
What a king.
And
Craig.
Our
We're gonna have a
taking
lot of
king.
fun.
that
on your game,
is
Craig.
I had some for the end of this. It was gonna be I was just gonna say that next time we're gonna pick up with this and then we're gonna go into February. and we'll kind of meld into there.
Tight.
There won't be much for it, except you guys practicing and doing a midterm, and that'll be it. So.
Tight.
Really glad real life
Um,
does not
wait.
move like that.
Wait, what?
Sorry.
You're good.
My brain is loading. Just one last time. Shout out. I guess recognition of Sheldon
Yep.
Minray,
100%. Yeah.
who passed away. We just want to say that we appreciated everything he did for the magic community, and that led to us being here at this table tonight.
Definitely.
Yep.
So,
Yep. Indeed.
real one.
In memoriam. Okay, fucking, Spencer, sorry, I
Wow.
destroyed that.
Why are you going to me? That was a perfect send-off.
It was. God damn it. Yeah, I'm fucking Kevin, fucking flying myself off into the, into the
your
distance.
DM insert over there.
Craig, fucking free me, please.
Yeah.
Please, bye.
please.
See ya. See you guys next time.